Alright. Wait. Holy crap. Alright, yo, what is up, guys? Is the music too loud? No, it's really quiet, actually. Let me know, is the music too quiet? Should I raise it up a bit? Am I too loud? Let's see. Because I'm actually... Wait. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me try this. Pause. Okay. Play. Let's see. Okay. Now you guys can actually see the songs. And hopefully the volume isn't crazy. Yeah, it was fine. Music was fine. Maybe it's too quiet now. Okay. I think we're good. We'll see. Alright, so I can't even hear music anymore. Yeah, because I switched from at first I was using YouTube Music and then I switched to Spotify. It was fine, that's good. Let's see. OMG, now I'm watching him live. Hey, I appreciate it. Yo, what's up, man? Welcome to the live stream, everyone. Today we're gonna be playing through, I think, part 5 of chapter 2, Watanagashi, for our Higurashi visual novel playthrough. Last time we got to handle a couple of delinquents. I think it started with Keiichi. He was like walking down the street and he wasn't paying attention, knocked over all their bikes. They got pissed, and so they came over and tried to beat him up. But then, luckily, I believe it was Shion. Now, there's no confirmation, but I believe it was Shion who came in and saved Keiichi. But she didn't do it alone. She did it with a bunch of, like, random people from Hinamizawa. And it's really interesting because I don't think they were actually in Hinamizawa, but there were still so many people from Hinamizawa in that exact area at that exact time. So I don't know what's going on exactly, but I guess we'll have to see. Alright. I don't know if you guys saw, but the manga is actually doing its own thing instead of Sotsu. Let's see. You say see songs like I wasn't in the Camellia premiere. Yeah, I know. I just meant like you can actually see it on the stream now. Because when I was watching it on YouTube, it wasn't actually updating. So everything should be good now. I was promised a meme review. You're right. We can jump straight into the meme review. Just want to see what's going on in the chat. Say hello to everyone. Let's see. The Fukin delinquents, exactly. Glad we got them out of here. Those same 3 delinquents, always up to no good. Sus, I say. Let's see. We were in Okinomiya, which is the city close to Hinamizawa. Okay. Well then, yeah, I guess that explains why so many people from there were there. There might be some, like, popular shops and stuff that are only in Okinomiya. Like, I doubt there's an arcade in Hinamizawa, so I can see it. I like Tatari Goroshi and Meyakashi more. Let's see. Always have a group of Hinamizawa residents on standby. You got to. Let's see. Okay. I think... Alright, so let's get ready to dive into this meme review. So, if you guys don't know, every single Higurashi live stream, normally at the end of the live stream, I like to have a Higurashi meme segment, where if you head over to the Cloud Crowd Discord, I believe there's a link in the description, in the memes channel, you can send pretty much any meme that you want, but specifically, I'm going to be picking out some Higurashi memes, and then we can check them out on stream. So if you'd like to submit your own, or if you'd just like to see them yourself, like in person, then you should be able to find them in the Discord. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, and like I said, normally we do it at the end of live streams, but since we didn't do it last time, we're gonna have like a double meme segment this time. So we're gonna have one in the beginning right now, and then one later on. Oh my god, there's so many! There's so many for yesterday's episode especially. Alright. Let me pull this over here. There we go. Let's see. The gacha game Higurashi Mei finally introduced Aiwa, and the story was about her getting Satoko, innocent, to fetch her some churros. Let's see. I wonder if Naruto will make an appearance. Dude, like I said, man, Aiwa is gonna become Satoko's stand. And Rika, or not Rika, Hanyu is gonna become Rika's stand, and they're gonna have one big JoJo fight. The Ora Ora versus Muda Muda. They already got their Dragon Ball Z reference, so they might as well just touch on all the mainstream, like, popular anime at this point. I know a bunch of people were saying, like, it was Evangelion. Is that how you say it? Evangelion reference? So they definitely touched on a lot last episode. That episode was sick, man. I had a blast watching through it. Those 3 delinquents just wanted to have some fun. I agree. They didn't deserve it. Just look at the title of the stream. The delinquents did nothing wrong. Let's see. Alright, let's look at... Okay. Okay, let's start copying some of these memes over. I think, can I just click and drag? Yeah, nice. Alright. Let's see, are there any more? Wait, what the heck? Okay. I guess we could add that one. Oh my god. And then we've even got some art from Yoke. What am I doing? What am I doing? Let's see. Man, we got quite a few today. All right, and some of these are from last week's episode too. Ah, come on. Oh man, come on. Dude, these memes, man. They are not doing Satoko any justice. Alright, I think this is enough. Okay, okay. This will be the last one. This will be the last one. Alright. Phew. Let's see. The enjoyability of the last episode is highly dependent on how much of Ryukishi's other works you have watched. I feel like that's actually so true, because there were so many people that were mentioning Umineko in the comments, and I was like, dang, this must have been like a massive reference, or maybe like some sort of clue, because I remember hearing people say that they believe Higurashi might be a, what is it, a prequel to Umineko? So, I guess, I don't know, maybe something was confirmed last episode for a bunch of Umineko fans. I have no clue. Memes are good. If you're a Higu anime fan, you might hate it. Someone went Super Saiyan yet? Pretty much! Pretty much! I mean, if we saw, let's see, well, I don't want to spoil if you haven't seen it. So, let me know if you have or not, because if you haven't, I don't want to spoil. But, I'd definitely say, I'd definitely say for sure some people went Super Saiyan. Let's see. Alright, so, let's get into the memes. Let's start from here since it's oldest. Now, boom. There we go. Is the music still? Oh, the music's actually super quiet. Let me, I don't want to, What can I do? What can I do? So what do I have it on here? Okay. So here, I'll turn it up for now, and then I'll have to turn it back down later. Hopefully I remember. Okay. So, here we have our first meme. And wait, let me see who this was posted by real quick. Cause, if it's by who I think it is, then it all makes sense. Let's see. Alright. Ah, of course! Yep. This meme was of course posted by none other than Yoke himself. Yoke's no joke. And it says, when you see Akasaka, is that his name? When you see Akasaka killing Rika, but you see Oishi in the crowd outside. Wait. So that was, what? Dang, I don't even remember. Was that the episode before this past one? I remember we saw Akasaka not too long ago, but we saw him for such a short time that I don't even remember. But, yeah, see, even Duetto knows. Next. Alright, death to the unholy one. Death to the heretic. Death to the witch. Dude, Satoko, she doesn't deserve this, man. She doesn't deserve this. But it's actually really interesting, because here we have people saying, like, death to the witch, and they're, like, burning her. What is it called? Like, burning her on a stake? Meanwhile, in Higurashi, we actually saw that they, I think it was the mayor, he like took Rika on a boat and threw her into the water with like her legs chained up to some sort of weight. I don't remember what it was exactly, but that's like the same thing they did to witches. So I don't know, I feel like there's some sort of correlation there. This meme actually makes a lot of sense if you look at it that way. But anyways, next, Rika rolling the dice and fail. It's almost like someone else is rolling the dice. Meanwhile, you have Sataka just rolling back and forth on the ground. Man, I knew from when I first saw that scene there were gonna be a ton of memes coming from it. And then this one! Come on, come on. Who posted this, man? Who posted this one? That's just straight disrespectful. Oh, of course it was Neko. Man, the Satoko slander I'm seeing here is absolutely absurd. Let's see. Hey, also, is that Minako from, is that Persona 3? Man. Let's see. Sounds about right. No, it does not. Also, welcome to the stream, Juan. No, this does not sound right at all. This is not right at all. This is slander. And I will not stand for any Satoko slander. Alright, and then here. Oh man, this was, dude, this was just sad. This was just so sad. When we first saw Hanyu kind of pop up in the Sea of Fragments and she was talking about how she's been searching for Ayua all this time and she finally found her, I thought there was gonna be this intense battle, both of them duking it out, butting heads, evenly matched. It wasn't even close, man. It wasn't even close. Hanyu deserved better. But I guess, didn't Ayua-san say like she created Hanyu? I think she called her like failure or something like that. So it makes sense that if Hanyu was created by Ayua, that Ayua would be stronger. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe we did see her kinda about to go Super Saiyan, so guess we'll have to see. I'm so happy Atlas gave us more of her. 10 to 13 episodes might legitimately be too long with the route they're heading. When you throw your garbage, the least you can do is cover it, or else it will force you into a time loop. Man. Alright, so let's head into this next one. About to go fight. I'll post the video afterwards. I got my ass beat, bruh. I'm not posting that shit. Yup. Poor Hanyu. Poor Hanyu. I was expecting so much, and we just got the complete opposite. And then we have this art drawn by none other than Yoke. And why? Why did you have to do this, man? Why did you have to do this? Like, I feel like I need to like take my eyeballs out and polish them after looking at this. It's just, this is just sickening, man. What is going on in your head? Let's see. Yoke, you are my hero. No, do not encourage this. We don't need any more of this. Man. Oh, dude. This whole, like, Jacko pose trend. Jacko is actually one of my favorite characters to play in Guilty Gear. But then, now that we have this trend, and we're seeing all sorts of people trying to do the Jacko pose, I mean, some of it's alright, some of it's alright. But then you get to these cursed ones, and it's like, do you think God stays in heaven so that he can hide away from what he has created? And then we have this one, which, like, it just looks so goofy, man. Look at Oishi, like, he looks way too big for that boat. I'm surprised it's not, like, tilting right now. He should be in the water as we speak. I don't know how he's managing to stay even with the mayor. Especially when you look at their sizes, like, he's so scrawny, and then there's Oishi, dude. Let's see. I now respect Yoke even more. That art is as priceless as Mona Lisa? No, no. Let's see. This is beautiful. Honestly, I like it. It's just more content after all. Oishi fly with his AC. He's got no AC in this boat. And then we have this. Pathetic. And then this is the, what is it called? It's like the Pepe Nuggets meme. Wait, you can even see the Pepe's shadow. Or I guess it's Aiwa's. Yeah, it's Aiwa's. Because here's the head and then the horns on the side. Man. What the heck even are those? Do you guys know what this food is on the ground? Because I know in the actual meme, he drops his nuggies. But is this like some sort of food in Higurashi that they make? The only food I know from that Higurashi is somewhat known for is curry. Macaroni. Not the nuggies. Physics.exe has crashed. Two middle-aged men going on a date. Oh, cream puffs? Maybe it's macaroni? I have no clue what this is. It looks like... I don't even know if that's bread. I don't even know what this is, because here it looks like some sort of, like, sauce or cream, and then here it looks like paper. Cream puffs. Okay. Dang, man. Maybe she just came to bring Aiwa cream puffs, and she wasn't having it. St. Lucia. And then we have Shion and Satoko. Dude, what's the actual, like, meme format of this? Because I feel like I've seen it before. It looks very familiar. But if only, dude. If only Shion were here. She could have saved all of this from happening. If only, dude. Alright. Oh, man. And then this one. You have Mion, Shion, Morena, Chie. Is that Satoko? Is this older Satoko then? And then Takano, Aiwa, Hanyu, and then there's Rika just panicking. Cream puffs are so sweet to the point it hurts. Let's see. Get Satoko the fuck out of that hell, Shion. Dude. If only. None of this would have happened. If only Shion could have saved her. Or someone could have saved her. Who's this girl that looks so similar to Mio? Rika, I feel your pain. This is just injustice. This is just injustice. Even, like, I can't tell who this is exactly, but I think it's Satoko. Wait, is it? Oh, yeah, it is. This is her St. Lucia. Dude, even Satoko. But Rika, they just did her dirty, man. Every masterpiece has its cheap copy. When I saw this, I could not believe my eyes. It looks so one-to-one right now. Is that Gogeta? Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta and Broly. Then you have Rika and Satoko clashing. Man, this fight scene was so sick. This was so good. Let's see. Fook, what are we doing? Starting off with the promised double meme corner. I step away to make a coffee and give my cat attention. I always miss these. Dude, I told you we were gonna have one meme segment in the beginning and then one at the end. But we did go over two of the memes you posted. We went over this first one, and then we also went over this one. And if you scroll up, you'll see a lot of people somehow surprisingly liked it. I don't know, man. I don't know. But, yeah, there were definitely a lot of people that have grown respect for you after seeing that Jacko pose meme. And then you have this one. What does this say? Kudo Kudo? What does that mean? Dude, oh man, I know a bunch of people were theorizing that the miracle that Hanyu was speaking of could be like one of the other characters, maybe Keiichi, Rena, Mion, kind of remembering some of the killings that happened in the past, and then they come in and kind of stop Rika and Satoko. And what if this is like that, but Keiichi is the one that just stops both of them? Because, I mean, when you think about it, it kind of seems like he'd be the perfect person to stop them. But, at the same time, I don't think Satoko would care at all about just killing him. So, I don't know. I don't know how feasible this outcome is, but we'll just have to watch more and see. And then, to round it out, we have the Bart being strangled meme by Rika. Dude, this could honestly be flipped both ways though. Because before Rika fought back, Satoko was absolutely handling her. She brought out the frying pan. She brought out a frying pan. That pan was still sizzling when she smacked Rika with it. I've never seen that in my life. In cartoons and anime, it's always like a cold pan or like just a normal room temperature pan. But Satoko smacked her with a sizzling pan, and she did it instantly. The second that Rika kind of popped, like, I don't even know how to describe it. The second she popped into that timeline, she just immediately walked into a rude awakening. So, but that is it for our meme segment. Let me turn this down again. Alright, and then we can boot up the actual visual novel now. Okay, we can close this too. Alright, Steam. While Satoko is obviously in the wrong, I think it's important to point out that Rika was still missing the original point with her criticisms. That is true. But, as much as I agree that Satoko's in the wrong, I also believe that Rika was in the wrong. When it comes to the St. Lucia situation, I think that, how do I explain it? The way I see it, I think Rika easily could have avoided all of these terrible events from happening. So that's why I think she's, like, I guess, responsible for starting it. But I do think that Satoko is 1,000,000% responsible for how she handled it. Because a bunch of people have mentioned a ton of other ways that Satoko could have handled it. And this was the worst one. If you could think of 100 different ways for her to handle it, this would easily be the worst way. I'd say spawn in. That works, that works. At least now we know why Satoshi left Satoko. See, I need to know where Satoko gets super strength and mad dodging capabilities while Rika keeps getting beat up. That's what I'm saying, man. We saw her dodge a sword from someone, like, oh, Mion's mom. She looked like she was clearly trained in using a sword. She was super swift. She seemed like a professional, and Satoko just effortlessly dodged it. And then during this Rika and Satoko fight, we see Satoko pick up the giant drum and chuck the whole thing at Rika. And then Rika dodges and an innocent bystander just gets smacked up with it. Man, Satoko's another breed, dude. Let's see, Rika is now a just study memer. Higurashi always does dirty to our precious Satoshi. I don't know anything about that man. I don't know anything about him. All I know is that he kind of protected Satoko while she was being abused by Teppei and I think Teppei's wife? before she got like demoned her way or whatever happened to her. So, or no, I think she got killed. And then after that, I know Satoshi now is like held inside of or underneath the hospital, but I don't know anything else about him at all whatsoever. Satoko spent years preparing. Rika just sat around being sad for 100 years. Satoko wasn't able to convince Rika not to go there. Why do you think Shion would have made an impact? Let's see. While Rika was studying dumb poems and hitting the books, Satoko was studying the martial arts and training her reaction. Exactly! She even trained her, like, accuracy with the gun. That's probably why she's stronger. But now, as we see, Rika is able to kind of even the playing field using her powers. And it's actually super interesting because Satoko has an entire sword that she's fighting with. Well, like 95% of a sword. And Rika was not only able to hold her off, but she was able to beat her with a shard. It's like bringing a knife to a sword fight, and she won. Is it up yet? Okay. I think we're ready. Let's see. So first, pause, then, boom, and now I think I gotta turn up the music. Is right there good? Can you guys hear the Higurashi? Let me get some crickets in the chat, or some Higurashis, if you are a member. Just, pop a couple of those in the chat if you can hear the crickets right now. Or the cicadas right now. True, Satoko's rhetoric was lacking. Satoko's articulation is lacking. Satoshi needs to appear in Sotsu. The thing is, Rika did manage to do well at St. Lucia. She was pretty comfortable there because she knew exactly what she was going into. Let's see. Okay, sounds good. We got a couple of crickets. Let's see, fun fact, I didn't watch like 3 episodes of Higurashi Sotsu, so I don't have a clue what half of these fight memes mean. Boy, you're in for a surprise. Let me tell you. Just enjoy. Just enjoy. All I can say is, I think a lot of people were very happy with the most recent episode of Sotsu, and I can't wait to see what the next one has. Because that's going to be the end of the season, right? There's only 15 episodes? Let's see, Satoko could just not go, which is the bit that bugs me. Well, the thing is, Satoko initially didn't want to go. She even told Rika. But then Rika tried to convince her because, as we found out in the last episode, or as they repeated in the last episode, it was Rika's dream to not only go to St. Lucia, but to go with her best friend Satoko. So in Go, she asked Satoko if she wanted to come with her. Satoko was like, I don't know, it doesn't really seem my style. And then she ended up convincing her by promising that they would be friends forever. And then fast forward to the chandelier incident. That's pretty much how that all ended. Oh my, okay, yep, we got a we got a cricket. We have the game cricket, and then we have a Higurashi. Top tip for Satoko, she should have tried this. To be honest, if my friend tried to convince me that hell would be a little less hellish just because he would be there, I still wouldn't go to hell. But you have to think of it this way. Satoko didn't have anyone else. She didn't have anyone else with her. Like, at that time, Teppei wasn't living with her. Keiichi and Rena, they were in school, like high school, I think, or college, I don't remember. Mion, she wasn't there, it was literally just Satoko and Rika. So if Rika were to go to St. Lucia, then Satoko would be left alone. So that was another reason why she kind of wanted to go with her. Because Rika's all she has at this point. She doesn't have her parents, she doesn't have her uncle, she doesn't have her brother. So, I can understand. Hey Rika, so like I can loop, right? And this dream of yours hasn't worked once. Can we try going to another school? If it doesn't work, we could just die and try your method again. A crutch can be good in many ways, but it can also turn toxic. The problem with Satoko is that she doesn't have anywhere to be. Yeah, that's the biggest problem. It's the fact that Satoko, she's just been through so much, man. Her parents died. She's only 11, and her parents died. Her uncle abused her. Her brother vanished. Just, she has no clue where he is. And now all of her friends were leaving. And so she tried sticking along with Rika under the, I guess, under the expectation that they would be together forever, that Rika would never leave her side. And then she was abandoned. She was kicked to the curb for Rika's new friends. So it's like she had nothing left to lose. And in a lot of ways, without Rika, she doesn't really have much to live for. Satoko stuck with Tomita and Okamura. Like, that's true, but like, have we ever even seen them talk to each other? I feel like we've only ever seen Tomita and Okamura talk to Keiichi. Yeah, Rika was Satoko's heaven. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if anyone mentioned it yet. The manga just finished the Go adaptation and moving into a different diverging story. It's not going into Sotu, it's called June. I believe, yeah, Dapper Shanks did mention it earlier. That's interesting. Tomitake still isn't that, like, friends with everyone to that point. Yeah, it was mentioned earlier, manga is doing its own thing. I feel like Rika might have more flashback memories of the other times at St. Lucia, in turn realizing there's Satoko is... Oh, yep, I could 100% see that. That's the biggest thing. Because when we saw Rika finally fight back against Satoko, and she was, like, kind of defending herself, it was... Like, I could understand where she was coming from, but I felt like there was something fundamental missing. Like, it's kind of weird to hear Rika try to defend herself when she doesn't even know what she's being accused of exactly. She knows that Satoko feels she abandoned her, but she... Does she even remember what she did? Oh, I guess she kinda does. I don't know. It's really weird. Let's see. Alright, let's jump into this. I believe we ended right... Let's see. Load? I don't remember. Did we miss any tips? Let's see. What did we do last time? We have no logs. Okay. I believe this is a completely new chapter. And I think I just started it so that I could turn the volume down. But, you guys ready to finally dive into this? And I think... Okay, the music should be good. Alright, let's do this. After cooling off a bit inside the restaurant, little by little, I realized I was still on the edge. Oh wait, this isn't the beginning of a new chapter. Is this Keiichi and Shion? And they're at Angel Mort? There were spots here and there on my body that hurt, probably because I had been so stiff with nervousness. Shion, who had changed into her uniform, brought over 2 glasses of iced coffee. So it was actually her. Whoa, that is loud. Okay. Here you go, iced coffee on the house. Dude, those outfits are sick. They are so cool. Just bring this coupon with you to the register and it'll be no charge. Dang. Shion giving him the hookups. My patheticness really knows no bounds. But since she went through the trouble, I might as well take her up on the offer. Even though it had started out as such a lovely day, I had to get carried away and do that stupid thing. I had completely ruined it.
でも本当にさ、さっきのは助かったよ。
On a day's work.
本当に頼もしく見えた。
私だって怖かったですよ。
Really? Even I was scared.
でも他ならぬケイちゃんのピンチだし。
Okay, okay.
勇気出して頑張りましたってことです。
I had to be brave and do my best. I respect it. While a little embarrassed by what she just said, Shion made a show of folding her arms boldly.
シオン、本当にありがとうな。
I was thanking Shion, but I really wanted to thank Mion. See, but the thing is, Keiichi, the thing you have to realize is, well, I guess he doesn't know, because it is kind of strange. We've never seen Mion and Shion in the same room, at least in the visual novel right now. So, Keiichi still thinks that Shion is fake and that it's actually Mion pretending to be her. But I think that this actually is Shion, which means that most likely when Keiichi came to Angel Mort with his dad, the waitress that he bumped into must have been Shion as well. I thought it was maybe Mion and Mion pretending to be Shion as well. But we see she's wearing the exact same outfit right here. So, I don't know. Mion, really, thank you.
ほらほら、もう元気出してくださいよ。もしも恩義を感じるなら、今度はケイちゃんが他の誰かのために戦ってくださいね。
Oh, okay.
例えば、私がピンチになったら、
I see, I see.
きっと助けに来てくださいよ。
ああ、もちろんだ。約束する。
It's a promise.
絶対ですからね。
This is wholesome, man. Taking advantage of my words, she seemed happy about my promise.
ピンチになったら、ケイちゃんが助けに来てくれるのか。早くピンチにならないかな。
I hope trouble comes
やっと笑
soon.
ってくれた。
Dude, I think we can already see the beginning of Shion, like, starting to fall for Keiichi. I think maybe Keiichi just left a really good first impression, and I think she was somewhat interested in him. Maybe she wanted to get to know him a bit more, and now I think she's finally hinting at the fact that, you know, she might actually really like Keiichi. She said as she smiled herself, poking me in the cheek.
元気のないケイちゃんなんて、偽物もいいとこです。
An imposter.
ほら、笑って笑って。
くすぐったいってば。
Look at that. Look at these two lovebirds, man.
やべ。
That laugh, dude. Keiichi. He is such a dork, man. But we love him. We love him. I wouldn't want him any other way, man. Thanks to Shion's meddling, I finally cheered up a little. All the muscles in my body that had stiffened because of the incident finally began to relax a little.
元気出たら、お腹とか空いてこないです？私、お腹空いちゃいましたから、ホットケーキ食べて食べたいんですけど。
Going out for a quick brunch date?
ケイちゃんも食べます？
I wanted to show a little restraint, but restraint really wasn't my thing. That's why I replied without any.
うまいんだろうな。俺、ホットケーキはかなりうるさいぜ。
Oh man. Let's see.
安心してください。うちのホットケーキはかなり評判いいですから。
Pancakes have a pretty good reputation. Shion ordered some pancakes from a nearby waitress. I thought this restaurant was kind of famous for actually having mediocre food, but it's the waitresses that bring in all the customers. But I guess, according to Shion, the pancakes are actually good. An employee ordering from another employee seems kind of weird.
おいおい、そういえばシオン、今バイト中じゃないのか？俺とずっと話をして。
Oops, I didn't know he was still talking.
私が不良に絡まれてるところをケイちゃんが助けてくれたって
Oh,
言って、
snap.
ねぎらってあげろって。
The mysterious uncle, dude. I wonder if we're ever gonna get an uncle reveal.
だから店長公認で OK です。
So I have the manager's permission.
それ事実と正反対だぞ。いいのかな？
Alright. Do we ever actually get to see what at least one of her uncles look like? I feel like maybe we have in Go or Sotsu in the game shop. I don't know if we've ever actually seen the owner. I'm not sure. But I don't
全然
know.
いいのです。
By the time the pancakes arrived, we had entered into a relaxed conversation. As the two of us ate pancakes, we livened the mood with some chit-chat. About what was on TV, celebrities, that kind of thing. Hobbies, food. Really nothing more than idle chit-chat. Talking together like this, I once again became conscious of Shion being a girl. Hey now, that's funny talk, Keiichi Maibara. Shion and Mion are the same person. If there was anything different between them, it was only whether or not Mion admitted she was Mion. But given that, how come our conversation was this different?
ケイちゃんってお姉のことを女だと思ってないでしょう。
Ooh. We're finally bringing Mion into the conversation.
そんなことはないよ。
Oh? That's not true.
男だったら容赦なくどつき倒してる。
Oh my god. I mean, we kind of had an idea Keiichi felt this way. But that's the kind of relationship that they have.
ケイちゃんとお姉が仲がいいのってそういうノンセクシャルな関係にあると思うんです。
Ooh, okay. Elaborate, Shion.
それってなかなかできない羨ましい関係ですよ。
I don't know. I don't think Mion feels that way. I think she's probably... If she were watching this, I think she'd probably be envious of Shion. Because I think Mion might feel like she's in this friend zone at this point. Like Keiichi can't see her as a woman because she's just like another one of the boys. So I think it's kind of, I think it goes both ways.
まあ確かに女にしとくにはもったいないやつだよな。
It really would be a waste to treat her like a girl.
あ、ケイちゃん、それ男女差別ですよ。
Dang, man, Keiichi, hearing the word sexist was cause for introspection. What was I prejudiced against Mion and Shion for? Mion was Mion. She was the best friend a guy could have. No reservations and head and shoulders above me when it came to club activities. If I had met her 5 years earlier, my life would have probably been a lot more fun. Of this I had no doubt. Then what about Shion? She was Mion's little sister, and it hadn't even been 3 days since we met. Her relationship was much more distant, as the only thread we had in common was that I knew her sister. And for Shion, it was the same. I was somebody she met 3 days ago only because I was a friend of her sister's. The difference between Mion and Shion? Friendliness? Familiarity? Playing around with those unclear thoughts for a while, I had stopped listening to Shion.
例えばですよ。聞いてます？
Oh? Where's she going with this? Where is she going with this? Let's see. I feel like I missed a lot in the chat. Holy crap, it's been flying all day. Alright, where did I leave off? Okay, I think I was right here. This is where we had our first date with Delicious. You're not wrong, you're not wrong. Right after the Delinquents. Angel Mort holds a special place in my heart. Let's see. Then you just need 8 times more courage. Konbanwa is good night or good evening. I think Konbanwa is yeah, I think it's like good evening. But I'm not sure if they're actually going to bed or not. I think that's Oyasumi. Oyasumi nasai. Or night, but that's a greeting. Let's see. Just realized we can see a bit of her butt through her thighs. Wait, can you? Oh, I gotta click here again. Oh, you can! Wow, okay. Yeah, you definitely can. Holy crap.
例えばですよ。
Oh, wow, that's scrolled? Okay. Let's see. She has a butt? I thought it was 2D like a cardboard. Okay. Not in the visual novel, but in Go, we see the game shop guy. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. So we have seen the guy in the game shop. Everyone knows the uncles are just Mion. They're all Mion in disguise. Everyone is Mion in disguise. Uncle Mion seems like a great guy. Yeah. Tip, if Shion says good things about Hinamizawa, that's Mion. I don't think I've heard any of them say anything about Hinamizawa, actually. I guess I'll find out more later. But one kind of hint that I got that leads me to believe this is actually Shion is last live stream when Shion kind of protected Keiichi from the delinquents, and then Detective Delicious came around. When she was talking to Delicious, she seemed like she had high respect for him. Like the way she was talking to him seemed like she was very grateful at the fact that he came here, and like, you know, she had a very good opinion of him. Whereas, at least I believe in either Go or Sotsu, I remember Keiichi, or maybe it was even here in the visual novel, but I remember Keiichi bringing up the fact that he spoke with Detective Delicious, and then Mion kind of expressed that she didn't feel too good about him, like she felt negatively about him. I think, I don't know, there was something about the vibe she was giving that made me think that either she had some bad history with him, or she didn't like the way that he handled things. I'm not sure. Oh, wait, what is going on here? There's a Japanese video of Satoko versus Rika, but Google translates it to Satoko versus Woman's. Okay, that explains everything else that came up later. I was like, Incel Satoko, where is this going? Satoko versus the ladies of St. Lucia. I think Satoko could handle them. I think she could handle all of them. I'm pretty sure all of those girls in St. Lucia, I think they're pushovers. I think they're like snobby rich girls that have never spent a day in their life actually doing labor. And I think they'd easily get handled in a fist fight, especially against Satoko. Oh yeah, Mion hated Delicious? Okay, yeah, so it wasn't just my imagination. Neither of them really like Delicious. Shion at least respects him. Okay. Alright, so I think I'm somewhat on the right track. But I mean, when it comes to the whole who gave the bento to Keiichi and all of that stuff, that's still up in the air for me. Let's see. This is just a hypothetical question, okay?
私とお姉が共にピンチで
Ooh. Oh man. Oh man, this is not good. I already know where this is going. Both me and my sister are in trouble, okay?
崖にぶら下がってるとします
We're dangling off the side of a cliff.
ケイちゃんはどっちを助けます
Which one of us do you save? Man, that is such a heavy question because he's only met Shion 3 days ago and this is their second time meeting. Meanwhile, he's known Mion for who knows how long. Like probably weeks, maybe a little over a month or two at this point. And they're like best friends, clashing all the time, having a good time. So, how does he choose? Because it seems like he sees Shion as a woman, clearly. And I think he might even like Shion. But he thinks that Shion is Mion? I don't know. Let's see.
どっちか一人だけですよ
You can only save one. She wasn't saying it to tease me, but had a playful tone behind her voice.
嫌な問題だな。
I agree. This is a rough question.
それじゃダメなんだろ
Oh my god, I just remembered. This is like a Doki Doki Literature Club question, man. Imagine. Could you imagine if you could actually choose when playing as Keiichi and your choice mattered? How insane would that be? How insane would that be? Because I know I'd easily pick Mion, but I really like Shion too. I wouldn't want to see any of them have to go through the terrible things that happened in Doki Doki, but god, man. Oh no, the Doki Doki Literature Club PTSD. Dude, it still haunts me to this day. To this day. Alright. Let's see what he chooses.
ダメですシオンかミオンのどっちかだけです
You can only save either Shion or Mion.
どっちですか
Who do you save? If it were Mion, I don't think she'd be in that situation in the first place. Oh my gosh. That's not the point. That's not the point, Keiichi. The fact of the matter is, she is in that situation. It doesn't matter how it happened. It happened. So, as it's something that she could easily get out of herself. Okay? But what about the normal frail Shion? I guess I'd have no choice. Oh my gosh.
お姉じゃないですよね
If Mion and Shion were different people, I suppose it would come to that. I couldn't confirm nor deny it. She should have been smiling, but her gaze was locked firmly to mine.
つまりそういうことなんですよ
Let's
お
see.
姉はそのつまりあれ
What is going on here?
すみませんなんか自分で言ってて破綻しちゃいました
Shion was trying to talk in a light-hearted manner, but I felt that there was something more behind her words. Was Mion trying to tell me something through Shion? Oh man, this... Oh, dude, the fact that he thinks they're the same person is screwing up so much. Not being able to put a finger on exactly what it was vexing. Shion, to hide her embarrassment, turned the conversation around.
それよりもさっきのあれ驚きましたか
そりゃ驚いたよ。レナやサトコが駆けつけてくれるならともかく、あんなに老若男女がいろいろと集まってくるんだからな。あれ全部ひなみ沢の人なんだろ？
ええそうですひなみ沢の人はみんな結束してるんですよ
Oh yeah, we can see that.
一人の敵は全員の敵
An enemy of one is the enemy of
日
all.
和見なんか誰もしません
Nobody is gonna look on from the sidelines. I mean... Is that entirely true, though? Because, like, Everybody was kind of looking the other way when Teppei was, you know, past to Teppei, before the redemption arc. They kind of just let it happen. Even though they knew it was happening.
誰かがいじめられたらみんなで結束してやっつけるわけか。なんだかマフィアとかヤクザみたいな結束だな。
Oh wow, interesting. You should bring that up, Keiichi. Very interesting.
そんなこと言っちゃダメですよ。とてもありがたいことなんですから。ケイちゃんもそれに助けられたんですよ。
You were saved by that unity, weren't you? Oh my god. I literally blocked Doki Doki from my memory after hanging. Oh my gosh, why'd you remind me? Why? Why did you have to remind me? See, I feel like the difference between us is that I don't know exactly when you played Doki Doki, but I played it not super long ago. I played it like a couple months ago, so it's still like relatively fresh in my memory. And I was just, you know, slowly beginning to suppress it. And then you just open the floodgates there. Who's Sayori? Oh my god, alright. And then we have the references coming in, the memes. It's funny how Mion is actually a lot more feminine than she lets on, but Shion is also more aggressive and strong-willed than she acts. That is true. You can actually kind of see it. Yeah, it's... wow. Wow. I guess I need to see more of Shion. I feel like I need to see more of Shion, because right now she's very, like, bold. Right now she's being very bold, and I feel like it's something you could kind of expect from Mion. However, I think we all know that because Mion is actually, like, very feminine on the inside, I don't know if she could ever do something like that. Seriously. I think she could only do it when, like, joking or trying to kind of put Keiichi in a tough spot intentionally, but I can't see her, like, seriously asking him who would he choose. In the end, they are identical twins after all. Let's save Mion after all. We know that Shion is not real, right? Shion is not real, Kopio. You can't fool me, Shion. Or, what is it? Shion is real, Copium. The English version is on comp. I'd say myself, and that's how I met your mother. I played it when it launched, but believe me, it still lives rent-free on the depths of my mind. Have you played the new one? Because I feel like that kind of brought back a lot of trauma for a lot of people. I haven't actually played it yet, but it's actually super interesting because the new Doki Doki released literally weeks after I finished it. I had no idea they were even gonna make a Doki Doki Plus. How could you forget? I don't know, man. Mion's feminine features are pretty nice on the outside, too. Shion exists. Alright. Let's see. I'm glad we stepped away from that tough question, though, because I feel like Keiichi would have... He had the wrong mindset going into this, man.
感謝の気持ちを忘れないように。
He was saying, like, oh, Mion could always just save herself, and Shion is more frail, so I'd save her. Like, that's the dense protagonist mindset. The real way you have to think about it is, clearly, both girls would want for you to save them, if they were in that situation. So you have to decide if you could only, or I guess, which one couldn't you live without? That's how you have to answer it. I knew full well I should be appreciative.
ひなみ沢の人たちって本当に仲が良くて結束してるんだな。
昔からの伝統かな。
Because of tradition? Oh, and then we're gonna get into the whole damn incident. I see, I
ひ
see.
なみ沢って昔からいろいろと敗損の危機に遭うんですよね。
Several occasions.
その度に結束して戦って存続を勝ち取ってきたっていう歴史があるんですよ。
Oh,
例えばケイちゃん、ひなみ沢ダム計画って知ってます？
yeah, yeah. So we know the dam project, but I think another incident could be in the past, didn't they say like demons used to I don't wait, what was the lore again? I think they said that there was a demon that lived near Hinamizawa, and then the people would go, like they would bring their sick to that demon, and he would be able to use his powers or magic to cure them, but like in return he needed to like eat a person or something like that. I don't remember, man. I don't even remember where I read that. Was that in the visual novel? Like in the beginning of chapter 1? I think it was one of the tips. The Dam Project? Let's see. I feel like I've heard somebody talk about it before.
10年くらい前にね、突然ここにダムができてひなみ沢が丸ごと水没するって話になったんですよ。
あ、そんな話親父かなんかに聞いたことがあるような。
Okay.
でもそれって確か中止になったんだろ？
Canceled. Yeah, that's one way to put it. It was canceled.
中止にさせたんですよ。
We made them cancel it. Yeah, that's a bit more accurate. We're getting closer. We're getting closer.
みんなで団結して。
Everybody banded together.
だからこれは戦って勝ち取った勝利なんです。
Alright. That sounded pretty much like the story I heard. The protest intensified to the point where it was Whoa. The protest intensified to the point where it was featured in newspapers and magazines. As a result, the plan was suspended.
ダムの話そのものは私が生まれる前からあったらしいんです。
Dude, what is going on, man? This chat is just bringing back so much pain. Let's see. The answer is obvious. Save none of them and find Rem. Who's Rem? Who's Rem? Dude, oh man, Season 2. Season 2 was good. I loved Season 2 of ReZero. But they did Rem so dirty. I still stand by the fact that Rem is better than Amelia. I still stand by that. And I think the only way that they could make Amelia seem interesting was by completely removing Rem from the situation. They had to put her in a coma for the entire season. We saw her in episode 1. And then nothing since then, dude. And then they shifted the spotlight to Amelia. Meanwhile, us Rem fans were just in pain the entire time. We were desperately waiting, like, maybe she'll wake up today. Maybe she'll wake up today. And it never happened. There's no escaping the pain in the chat, Cloudy. Oh, I learned this a long time ago. I learned this during the Doki Doki playthrough. The backstory of Hinamizawa gets re-explained with additional infos about once every chapter, so don't worry. They'll get back to it. Okay. Wait, are you talking about the, like, dam backstory? Or the, like, super ancient history with, like, the... I think there was a lake? There was, like, a lake that people considered to be bottomless, and people believed that it was a portal to the demon world. Is that the kind of lore you're talking about? Sorry, but I love Amelia too much. What do you mean there was never anyone called Rem? Stop this. Stop this. It hurts too much. Man. Patrash? Is that how you say her name? Patrash? Is objectively the best girl in ReZero? Who even is that? Patrash, you say? I don't remember. I don't remember who that is. Oh no. Ferisu, best girl. Dapper, I hate to break it to you. You know what? You know what? I won't say anything. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. What was the girl's name? What was the little girl maid with the orange hair? Wasn't her name like Petra or something? I don't remember. I thought you were talking about her, but Subaru's land dragon was... Oh my god, there were so many clutch moments involving that dragon. It was Petra. Okay. So Petresh is the land dragon, and Petra's the girl. Dude, Petresh came in clutch. Didn't the land dragon even sacrifice herself to save Subaru? Man, that was a real one. You need to be the best boy to become the best girl. I mean, I can't really argue with that. I don't even know what to say. Key to many major points in the series, always self-sacrifices for Subaru, is feisty against all the girls, and helps Subaru out of a lot of 1v1 conflicts. To quote our boy Garnt in regard to Ferisu, no you're not. Man, that was...
最初は候補地調査とか
ReZero was
砂防のための
crazy.
小さいダムとかそんな程度の話だったんですよ。
Okay. So we've read all of this. We know this. But then the cat was let out the bag. If it were completed, it would have been the biggest dam in Japan. Not just Hinamizawa, but several villages upstream would have been submerged as well. The protests immediately began. Petitions to cancel or relocate the project were drafted and submitted to the Diet. They even went so far as to go to the Ministry of Construction in Tokyo to hand over a direct appeal to the minister. The previous landowner sued the government, stating that there were inconsistencies in the purchase agreement and the transaction should be nullified. Wait. Let's see. So the Ministry of Construction in Tokyo to hand over a direct appeal to the minister. Okay. So they gave the appeal, the damn people gave the appeal to the minister. The previous landowner sued the government, stating that there were inconsistencies in the purchase agreement and the transaction should be nullified. Wait. What? The Ministry of Construction in Tokyo. The dam builders handed over a direct appeal to the minister. Crafted. Oh, okay. I think I see. So, Hinamizawa, they sent in their petitions and stuff to the Diet, and then the construction people tried to appeal to the minister against the petitions, I'm guessing. And the previous landowner sued the government. Are they talking about, like, who is the previous landowner? And what land are they talking about? Are they talking about Hinamizawa as a whole? Are they talking about the area where they wanted to build the dam? The previous landowner sued the government, stating that there were inconsistencies in the purchase agreement and the transaction should be nullified. So, I'm so confused. What transaction should be nullified? Wait, dude, this is so confusing. Don't think too much about it. Probably the land where the dam was going to be built. I want to understand, but it's so confusing. Because from what it sounds like, this last sentence makes me think that the construction people were like, hold on. I gotta recalibrate my brain before it short circuits. Okay, so there were inconsistencies in the purchase agreement and the transaction should be nullified. So when I read this, that there were inconsistencies in the purchase agreement, and the transaction should be nullified, that leads me to believe that the construction people are arguing that there were inconsistencies in the purchase agreement of the land. So the agreement should be nullified and they should be able to build on that dam or in that area. I'm so lost. Transaction to buy out the area's residents' homes and area to demolish the land and make the dam. Okay, so that's what's being nullified. The dam building plan should be nullified. So, stating that there were inconsistencies. So then the purchase agreement, what is that pertaining to? Is that pertaining to, like, what is being purchased in this purchase agreement? Like, did the dam people already purchase the land? Like, did they buy the land out? And the previous landowner is trying to get that purchase nullified? Because he's saying that there's inconsistencies in it? The previous landowner is the people of Hinamizawa. Okay. Hello, Crow. Yo, what's up, D. Von Fiegel? Welcome to the stream. The government... Wait, no, people from Hinamizawa went to the Ministry of Construction to complain. Oh, I read this wrong. Okay. So the people sent an appeal to the Ministry of Construction. Okay, I see. The government bought the land from the previous owner. Okay. But then, if they bought the land from him, then why did he sue them? Okay, I think I'm getting closer to the answer. I'm getting closer. Let's see. When a government makes a decision like this to build new structures where people already live, they have to get paid out, and the land must be purchased in the region. The landowner is arguing against the purchase of the land. See, but this is what I don't understand. So the landowner is arguing against the purchase, but from what it sounds like, the purchase already happened. Is that true? Did the purchase already happen, and he's trying to get it nullified retroactively because he found that there were inconsistencies? Because if the landowner didn't want them to build on the land, why didn't he just not agree to the purchase in the first place? Yeah, government bought the land, previous owner wants it back. So he wants it back because of the inconsistencies. Okay. I wouldn't worry too much about the intricacies of the purchase. The key is that people aren't happy about the entire ordeal. I know, it's just I'm big on the like small details that they don't actually explain in the anime. I'm a what's it called? I'm a lore master. I like to figure out the specifics behind what was happening. Probably he's regretting his decision and lying to save Hinamizawa. Okay. I see. Probably because Onigafuchi guardians are blaming him or something of the sort. Okay. Alright, I think I see now. I see. So up here, it's talking about the people. They don't want this damn situation to happen, so they sent in petitions, and then they even sent in an appeal to the Ministry of Construction in Tokyo. And on top of that, the landowner is trying to reverse the purchase of the land that the government did because he said there were inconsistencies in there. Okay. I see. Owners of yet unacquired land split their properties, increasing the number of landowners in order to stifle the project. Ooh, interesting. So they split their properties, meaning that the government would have to purchase from every single one of them, right? Owners of yet unacquired land split their properties, increasing the number of landowners in order to stifle the project. That's interesting.
土
And
地
now we're
の
done.
買収なんていうお金の問題のうちは可愛かったんです。そのうち土地の強制収用をちらつかせるようになりましてね。その頃からです。機動隊とかの暴力行為が目立ち始めたのは。
The riot police began to get violent.
機動隊って警察だろ？暴力行為なんてするのかよ。
殴りますよ。
They punched.
蹴りますよ。
They kicked.
私も殴られたこと
There was a time I was hit. I remember. Doesn't Mion have a criminal record because of her involvement in the protests? Right around here, I think. They punched, they kicked. There was a time I was hit.
皮が切れちゃったみたいで血がすごい出ました。
Jesus. My skin split open and a whole lot of blood spilled out. Well, this is Hinamizawa, so like you could get a paper cut and a whole lot of blood would spill out. That's not too surprising. Saying that, Shion indicated her temple by poking at it. Oh, jeez.
警察とかには
So it was a head injury on a kid? Because I think we did the math. Either we did the math or they said that Mion was like 11 at the time when she got her criminal record. So did they really like hit a kid in the head? Filing a complaint against the riot police for police brutality would seem kind of strange for some reason. Naturally, they wouldn't pay heed to something like that. You wouldn't be able to establish proof on who exactly hit you, and they could justify their actions by saying you were interfering with police duties. I don't know if interfering with police duties calls for or justifies being able to inflict a head
烈火のごとく
injury.
怒り狂いましてね。
My nano went off like a firework. Oh man, let's hear it.
それからがすごかった。
After that, it was amazing.
もう全面戦争
Like
で
a
すよ。
full-scale war.
こっちも座り込みで訴えるなんて生っちょろいことなんかしません。
Okay, okay. So they
ガンガン
started
攻めました。
getting into action. We went on the offensive. First, in order to call attention to the government, they filed a temporary injunction in court. Then, in order to gain public support, they called in prominent scientists to state that Hinamizawa was a valuable nature preserve. They pressured the prefectural and municipal assemblies, saying that the prefectural governor ignored his constituents when he approved the project. Dude, is Satoko speaking right now? What's up with these fancy elaborate words? And demanded his resignation. They completely and thoroughly denounced him. Naturally, in Hinamizawa, a ferocious conflict worthy of being called the Dam War began. In order to suppress the police's brutality, they coordinated with the network channels and exposed the violence of the riot squad members to the public. On top of that, they put together a special expose themed around the government repressing the citizens and aired it nationally. Wait! Oh, okay. This, I was wondering, I kind of had like deja vu for a second, and I remember. Wait, hold on. The gears are turning. Because I believe. Oh, yeah, it involved the dam incident as well. But I remember earlier in the visual novel, they mentioned that a lot of the like killings and I guess instances of people being demoned away got into national news, and that's why they had to stop covering it publicly. And that's why I believe it was Satoko's parents, their whole situation was it's confidential, so I don't even think we know what really happened. It worked wonders. Following that, the SWAT teams had their hands cut. Wait, no, maybe it was something else. Maybe it was something else that was confidential. But it was one of the death incidents. Day after day, the petitions and demonstrations continued. Propaganda was used to help garner support. Yo, Leptis207, thank you so much for the subscription. I don't know if you're just watching a random video or if you're actually in the stream. But I hope you enjoy whatever you're watching regardless. Oops. Okay, let's see. The argument here is that the landowner may not have realized that the entire valley would be flooded, given that they were just talking about controlling erosion. Okay, I see. So he like made the purchase, and then afterwards he was like, wait, I didn't know you were gonna flood my entire hometown. Mion threw hands at an early age, yeah. Dude, best girl right there. Actually, the government was ready to purchase all Hinamizawa's land, but the people didn't want to, so they started to play dirty. Man, I wish I knew more about how this works, because it seems kind of weird that they'd like split up the properties so that like so that the government would have to buy out more people in order to purchase the land. But the thing is, why didn't they just refuse the purchase? Maybe it's because there were other families like the Hojos that actually wanted the money. I think that's why a lot of people didn't really like the Hojos, because everyone else is out here fighting against the damn incident, and the Hojos were like, free cash? Sign me up. Kid Mion kind of based. Agreed. Was about to say Angel Beat. Dude, where? Okay. I need to scroll up and see. How did this Angel Beats conversation start? Because we're just touching on all the anime at this point. Let's see. Okay. We're getting close. Oh, okay, I see. I would love that though. Admittedly, was putting off by the ending, straight ripping off Angel Beats. Okay. So that's how this all started. Okay. Her aunt's dead. Oh, her aunt's death was confidential. Okay. I see. So you're talking about Teppei's wife. That makes sense. No spoilerinos. I'm in the stream. Yo, welcome to the stream, man. Dude, that's so cool. I appreciate you stopping by. Been enjoying your reactions to Sotsu. I've been having a blast watching it. The last episode was crazy. I had so much fun. I can't wait for the finale. Also, yeah, her aunt's death was very much confidentially wrong. Angel Beats Hell's Kitchen is what was in 2015. I mean, government can just steal your land using eminent domain. Of course, that leads to lawsuits, and I got no idea how that works in Japan. Oh, I'm pretty sure if Satoko left Hinamizawa, she would become like Rena. Really? I wonder. Do you think she'd, like, pick up a... What, did she grab a bat and smash all of the windows? I could see Satoko doing it. She's done worse. I think that's Constitution. For example, the US used eminent domain to acquire property to build the border wall. Wow, so they can just... Do they at least have to compensate the people that own that property? Or can they just say, like, you know, the government wants to build here, so we're gonna build here? Probably. That's interesting. Alright. Let's see. Propaganda was used to help garner support. The circle of support gradually expanded outwards from Hinamizawa. There's a classic Australian movie called The Castle, which covers a similar topic. A government is paying out residents to build an airport on their land, and a bunch of peeps fight against it. They're supposed to compensate, I believe. Okay. But the problem... Okay, I see. But the problem is that they're, like, forcefully compensated. Like, even if these people don't want to give up the land, they have to give up the land, but they're going to be paid for. Or, paid for it. The state must pay just compensation, whatever that means. Oh, just... Okay, I see. Man, I'm learning a lot. This is dope. The residents will get paid out for it. Alright, I understand now. Okay. Either that bore fruit or the government finally decided against it. It was announced that the dam project was indefinitely suspended just a few years ago.
私たちにできることなら何でもしました。村全部が一丸になって戦ったんです。あの時は必死だったけど、終わった今となってはいい思い出かな。
Okay.
村人たちの連帯感や団結心は今でも消えていないんです。
But this fond memory also has a dark side to it that she's not bringing up. Shion said that as she focused off into the distance. I felt that those eyes weren't filled with anguish, but rather a sense of pride. Dude, how cool would it be? I mean, okay, if it actually is revealed later in the visual novel, don't tell me. But how cool would it be if one day we actually did find out who the leader of the group that killed the dam overseer? Because I know everyone was caught in the group that killed him except for the leader. He just vanished and no one knows his identity. No one knows where he went. He very well could still be alive. How cool would it be if we found out who he actually was? But if it is revealed, don't tell me. I felt that those eyes weren't filled with anguish, but rather a sense of pride.
そういう連帯感っていいよな。
Hey, we get the cheerful music back. It's not as dark anymore.
世代を超えて地域で団結できるなんて。
Can we get back to the wholesomeness, please?
ダム計画は試練だったけど、それを乗り越えて得たものはとても大きいと思いますよ。
That's cool. The fear I was feeling until just now gradually began to fade. When people began to show up one after another while I was engaged with those thugs, I thought it was frightening. But now I felt from the bottom of my heart that I had been rude. The villagers prepared to defend their homeland to the death. The sense of solidarity that fostered. It might seem impudent to say this, but I was a little jealous. If I had just been in Hinamizawa when the protest against the dam was going on, I might have been able to share in that sense of solidarity. Yeah, and you'd also get your fair share of a criminal
姉ちゃ
record.
んは反対運動の時、ひなみ沢にいなかったから、村人たちの連帯感を実感できないかもしれないけど、みんなにはあるの。
But everybody shares it? Does Rena? Because, wait, whoa. Okay. Rena left Hinamizawa in like elementary school, right? And then she came back not too long before Keiichi got here. At least I believe. So she wasn't here for the damn incident, was she? And then Mion and everyone probably just filled her in afterwards. Rena wasn't there. Okay. So at least Keiichi's not alone. Ouch. Alright. Well, in America, no, especially in southern states, private property can't be tampered with. Okay. The font of the building behind the window, food shop, is so scribbly. Oh, maybe that was in a past scene. War arc Higurashi. Keiichi has the right idea, but at the same time he is so wrong. It's the curse. Rika and Satoko obtained the Mangekyo Sharingan by killing each other. Man. How crazy would that be? Although at this point I wouldn't be surprised. Curse of being the MC of a visual novel. Oops, late AF. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. I believe... Let me try to see if I can give a quick recap. So all that really happened was Keiichi and Shion, they came over to Angel Mort, and now they're sitting down having a bit of a like brunch date together, and they're going over the dam incident events. So you didn't miss too much. Nothing crazy happened. More like Shinigami eyes. I think you can't apply that when you force people to abandon their residences. Keiichi is such a slave to peer pressure. Let's see. Rena got there a year earlier than Keiichi, if I recall correctly. Okay. Rena moved back the previous year, so she doesn't... Okay, okay. This is the ceiling of the plate. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's just the ceiling, man. It's a boring ceiling too. It's just a ceiling. Man, why does this plain, ordinary ceiling that's just white and brown have such sentimental value to you? Man, these streams have Ryukishi pacing. Dude! I try, man. I try. I just realized, I think I brought it up like earlier in my streaming career, but it seems like people kind of enjoy these like random tangents that come on. It feels cool being able to interact with the chat, and as much as I'd love to progress through the visual novel, every once in a while we do bump into points where I'm just like, I don't know, I like to kind of converse with the chat and see what everyone else thinks or what they thought when they got to this point. They feel cozy. I like the ceiling. I guess that means Cloudy is playing at the correct pace then. True, I'm playing at the optimal pace. That's a great way of looking at it. It's only a boring ceiling until it falls on you. I mean, you know what? You're right. You're 100% right. I can't even argue with that. Nah, I agree with Yoke. A romantic ceiling. It's just a ceiling, man. Cloudy, you don't have to be so tuned towards our romantic ceiling. Dude, this meme, I don't get it. I don't get it. I enjoy it just messing. I know, I know. I want to sit on top of the ceiling boards. How romantic.
しっかりと。それはたとえ引っ越してきたばかりのケイちゃんに対してもね。
Alright. You couldn't have been more right. So many people got together to help me out when I just moved here. You know what? I can't get this out of my head, man. Out of everything in this entire building, you say that the ceiling is romantic. I can agree. These lamps are pretty cozy. But the ceiling? Of all things, who looks up at the ceiling? Let's see. Yeah, discussing the details is fun. Discussing with the cat, it's the main appeal to streaming. The reason is pretty simple. A scene will be highlighting how the village united to explain the camaraderie. And... wait. And Cloudy will try to figure out the intricacies of the financial purchase and rule. You're not wrong, you're not wrong. There's a ceiling to how much ceiling praise I can take. I'm on that same boat, Dapper. I feel like we're on the same wavelength here. Reading Ryukishi's visual novels is pretty much like driving across the US east to west twice. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah. I've driven from like north to south of the US, and that was hell. So I can't imagine going from east to west. That's insane. Who looks up at the ceiling? Do you really want an answer to that? I do want an answer. Whenever you go to a restaurant, who goes up, looks at the ceiling, and they're like, wow, this is a really romantic atmosphere, isn't it? People might look at the flower on the table, or the lamp, or maybe like some sort of mural on the wall. No one looks up at the ceiling. Man. Sealing away your tune will do you good. I wish there was a ceiling to this tune meme. It's not just a ceiling, it's a roof. The pioneers would live under these babies all night. There's history behind this. He said the ceiling is romantic because it was part of Oishi and Keiichi's first interaction at the Anglemort Diner. Basically, delicious thirst. I get it, but like out of everything, why the ceiling? He could have said like the view outside, this nice little like sign right here, the lamps, but then he picks this, which honestly I think is a pretty weird design choice. I think it would have been cooler without the support beams. I think it would have looked much cooler. And then maybe if there were some lights on the inside, I think that'd look really cool. But this is kind of like they had something good going and then they blocked it off with these like boring brown wooden beams. They could have at least painted it white. I don't see the appeal of it. I look up at ceilings. You know what? Maybe you were right. Maybe I didn't want the answer to that question. In Higurashi, a ceiling always means a rooftop battle eventually. Dude, I can't wait. I can't wait. Mion and Shion fighting on top of Angel Mort. And their uncle can be the ref. We need this. The support to the best part. Tsundere. Spooderman was ceiling gang from the start. It makes you want to tear them down. I mean, honestly, like, when I see these beams, I want to get rid of them. Or I like imagine like something living on top of it, like a bird's nest or like a raccoon living up here. It just doesn't look natural. It doesn't fit the rest of the environment. But anyways, let's move on. Mion maxes Shion? I agree. I'd definitely be rooting for her. From the position he was looking at Oishi from, the ceiling was in the background. Was it? Was it really? I thought they had like a corner seat. I don't remember. It was so long ago. Hello, welcome to the stream, Confetti. I'm glad you could make it. Let's see. The more I see this ceiling, the more weird it looks. Thank you! This is such a weird ceiling. It looks like gallows. Agreed. Welcome to the tangent stream. You know what? You're right. Let's get back. Let's focus again. So many people got together to help me out when I just moved here, even though they were strangers whose names I didn't even know. A hot feeling began welling up inside of me. When I lived in the city, I didn't even know my own neighbors. I thought that was natural. But here, that was an absurd and pathetic thing. Even though I thought of them as strangers, all the other villagers viewed me as a comrade. Happiness and warmth. I was acutely aware of those feelings as they gradually welled up inside of me. No? Aw, man, brunch date's over. A more senior waitress waved her hand and called out to Shion. It seemed like it was time for work. Alright. Ima hairimasu. Bye, Shion. Dang, man. It was fun while it lasted. Oh? Let's see what she says next. It seems that Shion wanted to say something, but she swallowed her words. Like we hadn't talked enough, that kind of feeling. Looking at that expression, I regretted saying something that had disappointed Mion like that. Dang, man. I mean, it's not over yet, but I was hoping that she would have given some sort of hint about whoever the heck brought that lunch to Keiichi in the bento. I was about to say that I could stay for a little bit longer when Shion got up from her seat. Wait! Now that I think I just found out the answer. Because Shion and Mion don't live together. So, how would Shion even have been able to get a hold of the curry that Mion made? They don't live together. And they don't seem to be super fond of each other. Like, I don't think they hate each other or anything, but they're not, like, you know, the closest of sisters. So I think that pretty much proves that it must have been Mion that gave the bento to him.
はいこれこのチケットで払えばホットケーキ代も大丈夫ですから。
Hey, free meal. Shion's actually a legend. Saying that, she showed me a coupon booklet as she tore out a few sheets and handed them to me.
便利でしょ?
It is. It is pretty
お給料の他
convenient.
にもらえるボーナスチケットなんですよ。
いいよ。ホットケーキ代くらい払えるよ。
おやおや遠慮するなんてケイちゃんらしくないですよ。
Wow.
私がお姉だったら喜んでおごられるくせに。
That's true. Keiichi, what's going on here, man? I thought this was Mion. What are you doing? Are you actually treating her like a girl? She said as she laughed, gently stopping me from opening my wallet. Being told so with such an encouraging smile really resounded with me.
園崎さん、すみません。レジ入ってください。
Time to go.
はい、今すぐ。
Later today was fun. Oh man, wait, hold up. Hold on. Someone here is on straight demon time. Man, I look away for a second and the chat just explodes. Let's see. You could lay on the beams like a gremlin. The ceiling is now starting to resemble stairs. Everyone coming to Angel Mort, look at the pretty girl's yoke. Exactly! And he's looking at the ceiling. Man, he's looking at the ceiling while fantasizing about Delicious, wishing that he was there. Meanwhile, there's a ton of beautiful girls all around him, and he just can't get Delicious's beer gut out of his head. Or I guess it's more like his dad bod, kind of. Let's see. There could be a Neko on top of those ceiling beams. Oh, she could be up there listening into the Sonozaki's secrets. Let's see. Chie makes all the curry in this town. All curry making is outsourced to her. I mean, except for the curry competition, Mion kinda killed it. She made her own signature recipe. She is gonna be the one to end the Looper fight. They're going to knock down her curry at some point, and then there will be no mercy. Yeah, she's just gonna, like, invert the color in the world. She's gonna freeze time. And there's gonna be no one able to move but Chie, Satoko, and Rika. She's just gonna handle both of them. Yeah, Satoko and Rika's fight will knock over a batch of Chie's curry in one of the timelines. And she'll murder all of them. Let's see. Oh yeah, screw curry. Those are fighting words right there. There are some people that would not take kindly to those words. Oh yeah, my friends and I want to make vegan curry. Vegan curry's actually so good. Like, I'm definitely, kind of like, what is it? meat curry kind of guy. But the first time I actually ever had authentic curry was when my Japanese teacher actually invited me and some of my friends over to her home because I don't remember, but there was some sort of celebration she was having for one of her kids, and her kid was in our class, and so he invited us over. We all went over there and she made curry for us, and even though it was vegan curry, it was bomb, man. It was bomb. Potatoes kind of slap. I'm not gonna lie to you. Who's dissing curry? Oh no, here we go. Alright. Let's see. Let's continue. Saying that, Shion smiled one more time at me.
なあミオン、今日は本当にありがとうな。この恩は忘れないよ。
Oops.
そう思うならきっと返してください。
Oh.
楽しみにしてますから。
So now we have to treat her in return. After I said it, I realized I mistakenly called her Mion. Did he really? Oh, snap! Did he just catch her in 4K? Did he just catch her in 4K? She didn't correct him. Oh, Mion, thanks a lot for today. I owe you one. If you really think that, then return the favor. I'm looking forward to it. Think we just got the evidence. I didn't know if she realized it or not. I mean, their names are so similar, though. Maybe she didn't even notice. No, it's nighttime. Lazing around and watching television after dinner was part of my daily routine. It might seem like a waste at first glance, but you could say it was an important time when I was able to accrue knowledge of everything from politics to economics to various trivia. After dinner was valuable time well spent while the brain was at its most supplied with nutrients. Will you continue learning Japanese in the future? I do. Because I took Japanese all throughout middle school and high school. And in my last year of high school, I couldn't take it my last semester because I needed to get my credit in a different class because it was an elective. So I had to do like independent studying, but my teacher, even though I didn't technically have a class with her, she'd still like give me quizzes and like reading assignments and stuff, and I just had to do it all on my own, and then I could turn it into her, and I didn't really get a grade or anything for it, but she'd still grade it for me. It was so cool. But ever since I've graduated, I think the first year after I graduated high school, I continued independent studying, and then it started just kind of getting less and less. Like, at first I'd study like all the time, then it came to maybe like 3 times a week, then once a week, then maybe like once a month, and now I don't study much anymore, but it's just because I've gotten so busy. I've definitely been thinking about getting back into studying it again, but I need to stop procrastinating and just jump into it. That clock is ugly. I agree. And it's asymmetrical. This is weird. This is triggering, honestly. Who puts their clock right here? Well, I guess it would be kind of weird having the corner hang over the doorway. Why not just set it here? I don't know. Very weird design choice, Keiichi. I'm going for JLPT N3 this year? What's that? Is that like what is it? Is that one of those tests where it grades your proficiency? phone dates sound so romantic. But everyone knows you need someone peeping you to be a true phone date. It's a romantic phone set. You know what? I'm not even gonna question it. I'd take the phone set over the ceiling. The VN opening would just be perfect. Alright. Let's continue.
バカバカ東京タワーの方が高いに決まってるだろう
Oh, is he like watching a game show? Today I tested my knowledge of trivia by watching my weekly quiz show. Sitting in front of the television, I was able to get a lot of the answers right. But if I were actually up on stage, I'd probably fail miserably. Ooh, wait, but which one? Dang it. Wait, it's probably Mion, right? Cause Shion, how would Shion have his number? I don't remember him giving it to her. So I can only really imagine Mion having it. For the same reason that I think Rena has his number.
園崎ミオンか
Yeah, Mion. It was a little late for her to be calling. I had a bad feeling about this. I had a hunch it was something to do with club activities. She was probably going to inform me about what we were doing tomorrow. What is going on here, man? Ephraim, do we need to sit down and have a talk, man? What's going on? Keiichi, where your mom at? What did he do to deserve this? I always feel disappointed at the school director as being wasted character. I agree. We even got a little bit of lore in the, I think it was the first chapter, where they said everyone was afraid of the principal because he's like this super strong dude. Alright. This was Mion we're talking about. She might even go so far as to say we're doing club activities right now, so hurry up and come over. Dude, this would be the perfect opportunity to figure out if Shion really is Mion. Because all Keiichi would have to do is kind of hint at their little brunch date that happened earlier. Maybe ask her a question and see if she can answer it correctly or not. By the way, it was 8 p.m. Thanks. Thanks for letting us know.
今から部活の野戦ってのは却下だぞ
えじゃなくてその
It was Mion, but it was very un-Mion-like way of talking. Huh? Could it be?
ごめんひょっとしてミオンじゃなくてシオンか
そうですどうもこんばんは
I think this is actually Mion.
夜分遅くにすみません
For Mion, this would have been an ill-fittingly polite way of talking. Yeah, she's speaking super politely. She seems very shy right now. Like, I don't know. Like, it must have taken a lot of courage for her to call Keiichi like this. I think this is definitely Mion. But since it was Shion, it was natural. Even though they were both the same person. I think if Shion were to call him, she'd be much more comfortable having a conversation with him. Or this sort of conversation with him. With a dry smile, I enjoyed that mysterious
い
feeling.
や別にいいよそれより何の用だい
ケイちゃんはケーキとかデザートとか甘いものは好きですか
Ooh? There was no way I hated them. I'm an unabashed glutton.
ならよかったです実はですね夏の新デザートコンテストっていうのがありまして
Dude, that sounds awesome. A dessert contest? Could I be the judge? Looks like they have a new dessert menu every season. Oh man, that just reminded me, dude. I'm so hungry, man. My mom made this like bomb strawberry cake for my dad for his birthday, and there's like a middle layer. Like the cake is strawberry flavored, and then there's a middle layer where there's like actual like cut up like strawberry, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like a jam. It is so good, man. I gotta get a slice after this. This just made me so hungry. So they were hiring taste testers for potential desserts?
エンジェルモートのデザートはかなり評判いいんですよ。
Dude, sign me up. What the
モニターの
heck?
募集もかなり倍率高いんです。
Wait, hold on. It's pretty difficult to get accepted as a taste tester. Is it because there's so many people applying? Or is it because there's like qualifications that they need? You need some sort of certification to be a taste tester.
担当直入な話。じゃ
Oh, that was
じゃー
cute.
んと言われても見えないからわからないけどひょっとして
ーん、そうです。そのモニターチケットがここにあるってわ
Oh,
けです。
snap! Dude!
もしも甘いものが嫌いじゃないなら、
Holy crap! This is such a bomb offer! Like, Shion treating Keiichi to dinner was cool, but this is sick! This is like such a rare opportunity.
いかがですかってつまりなんだよそのチケットで俺が新デザートを食い放題と
That's what
そう
I'm
いうわけなのか
saying, man. They say to beware of honey pots, but this is sweeter than any pot of honey. All you can eat free dessert? No way.
OK ならモニター当選者の末番に名前を書いておきますね。
Man, I mean, if I was a taste tester, I wouldn't really, like, he says all you can eat, but, I wouldn't really want to go there with the intention of just, like, indulging myself in desserts. I just want to try a ton of different desserts and just taste all the different flavors and see how creative the people in Hinamizawa are. Let's see. At least the Dean had the balls to show us Keiichi's punishment clothes. Wait, are you talking about what I think you're talking about? When he had to, what was it? They were playing a punishment game, and everyone had different punishments, and then Keiichi had to, like, he got every punishment? Is that what you're referring to? Let's see. Phone date with Shmion falls short in comparison with our previous romantic phone date with Oishi. I don't know, man. This phone conversation is pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie. I'd trade this, or no, I'd trade the delicious one for this any day of the week. Screw the knowledge and lore about all these killings and demonings away. This beats that by a long shot. We don't know if there's another season, but Sotu wasn't announced until the final episode of Go. One of the best ways to get a man's heart is aiming for their stomach. Exactly. That is indeed true. She has to buy his attraction. Oishi had him hooked on the natural conversation alone. She didn't have to buy anything. She got the ticket for free. She didn't buy the ticket, and she just handed the ticket to him. And my guess is that the only reason why she'd be giving him this ticket is either if she's going to be making a dessert, or if she's going to be a taste tester as well, and she wants to go there with him because she has a spare ticket. So, nice try, but I don't see it as her buying his attraction. Let's see. The world ends with you with Higurashi? That'd be fire. I personally can't stuff myself with sugar. Everything starts to taste the same if I eat too much at once. Exactly. That's why, like, I'm not super big on sweets when it comes to candy and stuff. But, that's why I said if I was a taste tester, I'd like to try a ton of sweets. Like, just sample the sweets. But I don't want to just stuff myself with them. Yeah, the punishment was all of them. We were robbed of seeing a maid Emoto school swimsuit Neko Mimi Keiichi. Man. Angel Mort desserts over Higurashi lore. Sign me up, man. Sign me up. This scene was in Go, by the way. They made Shion look sus during the call. Dang, I don't even remember. A lot of Go is kind of a blur to me. It has been almost a year ago. If it isn't the, like, huge details, then it's kind of a blur. Especially in the Mion arc. I don't know what it is, but in the... What is it? The Watanagashi or something like that? In that arc, I just don't remember a lot at all. Mion Shion wants Keiichi to eat lots of sugar, so he will grow obese and no girl will like him and she can keep him for herself. I mean, if this was her plan, this is a pretty, like, surefire way of getting that to happen. I love and hate sweets. I think to me, it kind of depends. Because there are a lot of desserts that I don't like. Like cheesecake, I don't get the appeal of cheesecake. Pies, the only pies I really like are apple pies. But like when it comes to peach cobbler and cherry pie and blueberry pie, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. When it comes to cakes and cupcakes, I actually prefer cupcakes because I think a lot of times with cake, the frosting can be overwhelming. This might be... Okay, let me know what you guys think. I'm going to make this an actual poll because I really want to know what you guys think. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Here we go. I gotta know what you guys think. You don't like cheesecake? I don't get it. I don't get it. I've had so many different kinds of cheesecake, and the only kind that I was okay with was this like chocolate cheesecake, and that's because I think chocolate covers a world of hurt. I think that you can put chocolate on a lot of things that you don't like and actually end up liking it just because the chocolate is so strong. But I really want to know, which do you guys prefer? Do you prefer the frosting and the toppings, or do you prefer the actual bread of the cake? Because when I was a kid and like it'd be a kid's birthday and they'd bring cupcakes for the class, I'd always like kind of scrape off the frosting and just eat the bread, and everyone thought I was so weird for it, but the frosting was too sweet for me. Let's see. Oh wow, I didn't even notice it was showing the analytics and stuff for the stream. All right. I never ate cheesecake. People like the bread. I love the bread. The bread is the best part, dude. That's where all the flavor is contained. Alright, man, there were so many comments. And I think it was Dapper Shinks. Yeah, okay. This scene was in Go, by the way. Oh, yeah. I already read that. If a girl gives you taste testing tickets, she's a keeper. Exactly. Okay. Both twins share yandere qualities. Rano would find an obese Keiichi cute, so it might backfire. Alright. I love cake. cheesecake is delicious. The frosting is the best part. Cheesecake pog, man, you guys really like it? I don't get the appeal of it. I can't have too much frosting. That much sugar just tastes gross and makes me sick. I agree. Too much frosting is a bad thing. That's why I prefer the bread. I think the bread is the best part. I actually like the fondue. It's the perfect synchronization. Oh man, okay, you guys might hate me for this, but when it comes to cheesecake, the only part I actually like about the cheesecake is the well, at least when I've had cheesecake, usually it's had some sort of like graham cracker like crust on the bottom or like on the outside. That I love that part. That is my favorite part of the cheesecake. I have literally taken a knife, cut out all of the cheesecake, and just eaten that like graham cracker crust. It is so good, man. You guys might think I'm a menace for saying this, but man, I think that part is way better than the actual cake itself. The best part of cake is the bread with a very slight frosting cover on its top and side, so I guess both. Yo, Confetti, thank you so much for subscribing. I hope you're enjoying the stream, man, and I'm glad you could make it to this one. Whenever I have cake, like the cake we have downstairs, it has a light little layer of frosting on top, which I'm okay with. But like those, like, kind of kid birthday cakes that you see at the stores all the time that just have a ton of like super thick layers of frosting on the top, those are too much for me. There's this Australian classic at one of the natural grocery chains. It's a chocolate mud cake that you can always get for $10 that is often shared. It's eaten in schools, offices, ceremonies. A chocolate mud cake. I kind of want to look that up and see what it looks like. It makes me think of a lava cake, but maybe it's not the same. The cake is usually subpar on most cakes you buy, but a good cake should ideally outshine the frosting. I can see where you're coming from there. I think if we're like talking about like the more common store-bought cakes, then I definitely think that the cake, the actual bread part, can be kind of bland and tasteless. But when it comes to homemade cakes, I really think the bread is the best part. I like to dig into the meat of the cake. I just imagine you like, you have a whole cake in front of you and you just like dig your hand in there and take out a scoop and eat it that way. Man. I don't know why that image came into my head, but I can see it so clearly for you, Yoke. I love the inner meat. The meat in the middle is the best part. Why are you calling it the meat? Why are you guys calling it the meat? That makes it sound so weird. I'm not a huge fan of cheesecake. I like cheese and cake, but not cheesecake. I'm on the exact same boat. Gotta go beyond the surface level is my motto. The issue is I can't say why without major spoilers. The bread usually feels gross. Really? Do you like the cake's white meat or dark meat? What is going on? What? Cake has no meat. What is going on here? How did this conversation go in this direction? Black Air Force energy. Dude. This is too much. This is too much. Alright, let me actually end the poll now, because I think everyone's answered. Okay. Wait, let me wait for the results to actually pop up. I think it's cool how you can see it in the actual stream, but it sucks how I block so much of the screen. Can you see this though? Oh, you can't actually see the results in the stream though, Which part of the cake is better? 69%. Nice. 69% like the actual cake. And 30% prefer the frosting. Interesting. Okay, so I'm not the only one. Man, what are the odds though? Like, what the heck? What is even this math? 69% like the cake, 30% like the frosting. So what happened to the other 1%? That must be the people that prefer the meat. Oh my god. They actually took the meat minority into account without me even putting it in the poll. Hang on, the poll numbers don't add up. Dude, what is this stream, man? What is going on? The meat percent. That's the percent that no one talks about. Can confirm, although the results are nice, I did vote for the meat. Honestly, if it weren't for you voting for the meat, we wouldn't have even had the 69. Oh, that's probably me. Cake speedrun meat percent. Dude. What is even going on anymore? Rounding down. Pause. Pause. Oops, wrong button. Okay. Here we are. I love how we were reading Higurashi, then it became about cake, and now it's about meat. See, I don't know where the meat came from. Yo, I feel like this isn't... I was gonna say me and you need to have a talk after class, but this isn't the first time I've felt this way. I feel like these conversations, they're just not doing anything. They're not working. Man, that is some scary stuff. Wait, hold on a second. Is there... Oh, okay. Do you guys see this black border too, or is that just me? There's like a very thin black border here. I wonder if that's a part of the actual game though, because I see it on the other side too. We'll explain the meat to you when you're old. Okay, alright. You know what? Don't bother. Don't bother. You don't have to explain it to me. The meat talk occurred because Yoke has issues. Hey, I'm not alone when it comes to the meat of the cake. Oh yeah, I'm well aware. When you come to the restaurant tomorrow, just give the person in charge your name.
バンジ OK ってそれで食べ放題なのか
Man, I'm so hungry now. All this talk. Meat and fingers come from this chat. Yeah.
無料です。結構ありますから、お腹を空かせてくることをお勧めします。
This was such a delectable opportunity that it was almost scary. Was this really Shion though? Wait, this was really Shion, right? It wasn't Mion posing as Shion in order to bait me into a trap, was it? What am I saying? They're the same person.
はい、ケイちゃんの考えてることは分かってますよ。こんな美味しい話があるわけないって思ってるんでしょ？
That's what I'm thinking.
そんなことは全然。
お姉から聞いてますけど、つくづく嘘のつけない人なんですね。
Oh, dude, I'm done guessing. I'm done guessing. I don't even know.
私、そういうの嫌いじゃないです。
Man, every time I get an inkling that like, oh, this is actually Mion, or oh, this is actually Shion, then immediately right after there's some evidence that proves the opposite. So, but none of it is concrete evidence. It's you know what, forget it. Shion laughed with a voice that sounded a lot like how Mion would laugh. Look at that. Wait, this is literally what is going on here? So, I heard from my sister, but you're really somebody who can't tell a lie. implying that they're Shion. But then right here he says she laughed with a voice that sounded a lot like how Mion would laugh. But he's heard Shion laugh too. So it can't be that they have similar laughs. Dude, this is weird. Who has more cake, Brawl Snake or Delicious? It's gotta be Brawl Snake. It's gotta be Brawl Snake. I think we all can agree. His dump truck was unbeatable. It was so powerful they had to nerf it. They had to nerf it, dude. That's so crazy. He was winning too many tournaments. People were distracted by the cake. And so they had to nerf it to even the playing field.
へえ、明日のバイトはすぐ終わっちゃうんだ。
はい。だから、ケイちゃんがデザート食べながらのんびりしてるうちに終わっちゃうんです。
まあ、俺も特に用事はないし、多少付き合うくらいなら構わないよ。
別にどこかに行くわけでもないです。
Oh man.
夕涼みしながらお散歩でもできたらなって思ってるだけですから。
There was no reason for me to refuse. Out of courtesy, I might as well take her up on the offer.
そういえば、ケイちゃんと私ってなんだか毎日会ってますよね。
言われてみればそうだな。
でも、OK してもらえたおかげで、また明日も会える口実を作ることができました。
Wait, whoa. Wait a second. No. Because Keiichi initially went to Angel Mort today to get, what was it, his keys? His house keys or something? Okay, so of course she would have known that he was going to see Shion that day. Okay, that makes sense. For a second I was wondering how Mio knew that Keiichi and Shion spent time together, but that makes sense. What was Mion saying?
ケイちゃん、なんだか声が裏返ってます。どうしたんでしょうね。
It wasn't a video phone, but she could tell I was beat red.
じゃあ明日、きっと来てくださいね。それじゃあこれで失礼します。おやすみなさい。
あ、おやすみ。
Shion finishes with what she had called to say, ended the conversation without any chit-chat. When I returned to the living room, after hanging up the phone, the TV was already off and my mom was sleeping in the rocking chair. Not feeling like turning the TV back on, I went back upstairs and returned to my room. Cool.
俺、シオンに世話になってばかりだよな。
She brought me a bento and saved me when I got involved with those thugs. She was supposed to be a different person, so I could thank Mion at school. Come to think of it, she'd probably just say she'll pass it on to her sister. I have to thank Shion directly. Tomorrow, I'll have to repay her somehow. Oh, you know what? I think I might actually know the answer there. So, Neko, I see you wrote, is it just me or is the table super low for how high the platform on the chairs are? Oh, wait. Are you talking about the table in Keiichi's room or the table in the kitchen? Details of the delinquent... Wait, what did that say? Wait, we're getting lore on the delinquents? What the heck? That's so cool. Let's see. Delicious because he never got nerfed. Sorry, but Yoke is right. It got nerfed, but he was winning with that cake before. Well, you did say Brawl Snake cake, though, so that implies the cake from before. It was in the kitchen living area. No spoilerinos, please. Delinquent lore hype. Let's go. Alright. So let's see all the tips we've gotten so far. Ooh, actually not that many. But let's see. Maybe we'll be able to see the Delinquent 3 in a new light after reading this. Ah, I missed this voice. Sounds like sweet honey in my ears. Dude, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me, and I feel like I mentioned this last time. But after watching and loving Tokyo Revengers, I've just like gained a whole new level of respect for like the delinquent culture in Japan, and just like the way that they exaggerate what they're saying. Like, they're just so cool, man. Oh no. Alright. Show's over, guys. We're gonna have to take a break here. Alright. See you guys tomorrow. We're just gonna pretend like this definitely didn't happen. Got a little smudge on my screen I gotta wipe off real quick. Alright. Yep, it's already happening. Here we go. Gosh. The three people rub their arms painfully. Oh, okay, so this is taking place right after he booked him. Right after he brought him in for questioning. Stop calling it his cake meat. What are you on about? Oh no. The infection is spreading throughout the chat. Just the tip. I'm done. I'm gonna take a break from reading the chat. Give you guys some time to calm down. The three people rubbed their arms painfully. Kumagai-kun and the others must have been squeezing them pretty tightly.
お兄さんたち誤解しないでくださいよ。別に逮捕したわけじゃないんだから。
Oh wow, okay, that's cool. They actually did nothing wrong.
冷蔵庫から冷たいの出してあげてください。お兄さんたちは泡の出る麦茶と出ない麦茶どっちがいい？
Oh wow, he's offering them beverages as well? They plunked down onto the reception sofa, and despite not yelling anymore, they still had dangerous expressions. Oh, you know what? Maybe he's trying to play good cop right now. Maybe he's trying to sweeten them up so he can get some answers out of them. This is perfect interrogation strategy right here. They plunked down onto the reception sofa, and despite not yelling anymore, they still had dangerous expressions. What the heck? Yeah, I'll just pretend like that sentence didn't come up.
飲まないなら私勝手に飲んじゃいますよ。失礼してピシッと。
We did... Dude, what is going on here, man? This is like one of Yoke's fever dreams, just becoming a reality. What the heck were those sound effects?
勤務中に飲むビールが一番美味しいですね。
As he downed the beer with glee, three people exchanged glances, then finally reached out for their cans. They hadn't stopped being cautious. It was more like they didn't see a reason to refuse. They each opened up their cans and began to drink the content. Dude, like I was saying, man, hasn't Hunter x Hunter taught us all to never accept drinks from people you don't trust? Because in the beginning, the first thing that happened, there was the Hunter exams, and there was this guy. He was like, hey, you want some beverages? I'm just here passing out beverages to the other competitors. You know, we're all in this together. Meanwhile, like, I think as soon as the actual competition started, they found out there were laxatives in the drinks. Ever since I saw that, I knew not to trust people, like, whenever they offer beverages. If you don't know where the, like, if you don't know the path that the beverage took to getting into your hands, and if you don't trust the person, don't drink it. Unless it's given to you by Delicious, no. Especially if it's given to you by Delicious. Do not accept it. Or else you'll end up like Yoke. That's the true lore. Trash X trash.
お兄さんた
Dude,
ちはどっから来たんです？
that's another debate for another day.
うん。
They looked at each other again, suspicious of whether they should tell him.
お兄さんたち大学生？バイクか何かで旅行中だったんでしょうかね。羨ましいな。
They're
こ
like,
れは近くってわけ
okay.
じゃないんでしょう。どっから来たの？
Look, he is trying to get answers out of them.
大阪ですかな。
We're not telling you anything, old
そん
man.
なのどこでもいいだろ。
Hey, that's what I like to hear. It's none of his business.
まあまあそうすごまないで。あのままいたらお兄さん方だってやばかったでしょ。
They seemed to recall the thrilling event from earlier. While they could understand getting surrounded by students or a gang or something along those lines, they would never have been surrounded by locals, both young and old, both men and women before. It was easy to imagine how scared they must have been.
ここいらの人間ならどんな間違いがあってもひなみ沢の人間には手出ししないですよ。あそこの連中は特殊なんです。
Oh, interesting.
子供の喧嘩に親は出てくるな、なんてもんじゃない。一人をいじめたら、それこそ村中が総出でやってきますよ。
Alright.
いや、ほんと、脅しでもなんでもなく。
They couldn't argue against that. They themselves had been surrounded. They'd seen it with their own eyes. There was no doubt about it.
ここいらじゃねえ。ひなみ沢の人間に睨まれたら、あっさり隠しにあって消えちまうんです。
He's trying to scare him.
おお、跡形もなく忽然と。
And I'm sure these guys have probably heard stories about that happening, so they're like more likely to believe it.
お兄さん方、行方不明になったら誰か捜索願いを出してくれるご家族はいます？蒸発扱いですよ。
Dang, man. This is brutal. And look, that sinister, like, creepy laugh afterwards. I don't get how you could trust this man. I don't get how you could trust him. He's giving off such eerie vibes right now. And he always does. He could be talking about the most grim, brutal situation with this same stupid smile on his face, man. Wait, there's so many caps in the chat. What's going on? The path that the beverage takes is through. I'm closing chat. I'm closing chat. There's no need to read anymore. There's no need to read anymore. I've seen enough today. If they'd been forced into an alleyway, these young men wouldn't be sitting on a couch right now. They might be laying on an autopsy table. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing all of this. Well, probably not. Anyway, perhaps they'd be a little more cooperative if we'd found them as corpses.
お兄さん方、沖宮へは何で来たの？
Why are you asking all these questions, man? You said we're not under arrest? So we can just walk.
バイク。
Oh
ま
man.
ずいな。さっきのとこにまだ止めっぱなしなんでしょ？あんたらのこのことバイクを取りに戻ったら、今度こそ袋叩きに遭いますよ。
Hell's that? Hell's that?
相当さねえか。
Let's go. That's what I like to hear. Why are young people these days so quick with the shouting?
あんたらももう面倒ごとはごめんでしょう。バイクのナンバー教えてください。ここまで持ってきてあげますから。グマちゃん、 交通課対策にゲート車を借りてきてください。
えっせ別にいいよ。自分たちで取りに行くからいいって。
あ
Alright.
んたら本気で囲まれたいんですか。今度は警察間に合わないかもしれませんよ。
Are the bikes stolen or something?
ああ、大丈夫だっつったんだろ。囲み上等で。
Oh!
お兄さん方。
Hold on! Is this a new sprite? What is going on here? Oh, okay. Okay, he's looking mean. He's looking angry. Oh, wait, no, I think we have seen this. I think we have seen this. Because this one does look very familiar. But, dang, man, that frown, like, that's... I don't know, it's kind of awkward to look at. Like, he doesn't really look super angry. It's just interesting because you never usually see him with this expression. There's always a smile on his face for the most part. So seeing this is, I don't know, it was a bit shocking at first. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip the yoke comments. Man. He's smiling because his car has got AC. Pro, close your eyes. He would trip over his shoelaces. Does chat please ignore? Let's see. Have you ever had cake flavored bang? You can taste the cake texture. It's so weird. Really? I don't think I've ever had... You're talking about the Bang energy drink, right? I don't think I've ever had Bang before. But they have a cake flavor and you can taste the texture? Is the actual, like, texture of the drink different from normal? Or is it just some weird situation where you drink it and you can imagine yourself, like, chewing cake? I feel like I need to kind of see it for myself. Let's see. Blessed, his face got hotter. Someone give me water. Man. OG looks the best. Oh man. Dude. These I didn't know so many people loved delicious around here. This is surprising to me. The bready texture is in there? What? That sounds so weird. Coca-Cola cake? The console sprites are always kind of weird with how they decided to show everyone with their mouths closed to make it work with the lip sync. Oh yeah, yeah. The only time I have Coke flavored food is Cola Barbecue. Cola Barbecue is so good. Oh my god. You are preaching to the choir right now. Cola Barbecue is fire. Alright. Let me check and see. Okay. Let's
あ
do
んたら
this.
今泡の出る麦茶飲んだろ。
Oh?
エンジンかけてみろ。
Try turning your engines on.
その場で飲酒取るぞこら。
I'll arrest you on the spot for drunk driving. What? Wait. What is going on here? Hey, you three, you're drinking the barley with foam, right? Try turning your engines on. I'll arrest you on the spot for drunk driving. Then why did you give them the drinks? What does Detective Delicious want with these three? Because they're not under arrest, yet he's threatening to arrest them if they try taking their bikes and driving after taking the drink that he gave them. This is so weird.
汚ね
What is he trying to gain out of this conversation?
警察が税金使って兄さん方のバイクを運びして死んぜよって言ってんだ
Okay,
よ。
maybe he explains it here.
ごちゃごちゃ言わねえで。ナンバー言ってんだこのクソバカ野郎。
Oh my god. Your tax dollars will be put to good use in bringing all your bikes back here. Oh, so I was right. They must be stolen. Because he's trying to get the license plate numbers. Quit complaining and tell me the goddamn license plate numbers, you pieces of shit. Why is he so angry? Man, who hurt you? What is going on here? I don't know, maybe he stole the bike, or they stole the bikes from someone he knows? They were mumbling something along the lines of not remembering them since they just bought the bikes. Oh, okay. So they did buy them. Well, that's what I thought.
クマちゃん、ゲート車に同行してバイク持ってきてあげて。ごつい赤いやつとテールランプの右側が割れたやつ。あとシートにガムテ貼ってあった白いやつ。それだろ。兄さんたちのバイク。
Oh, so they did belong to him. So you know what? Well, it's very interesting. Because they said that well, of course they wouldn't admit that they stole it. So maybe they did steal it. Or they could have bought it from someone else that stole it. They didn't answer. Those must be the right ones.
おいさん、ゲート車来ましたんで行ってきます。
はいはい、よろしくお願いします。あとクマちゃん、ちょっと。
なんすか？
ナンバー紹介しといてください。間違ったバイクを持ってきちゃうと悪いから。
The three people's faces changed color. They made themselves very easy to understand.
バイク戻ってくるまでのんびりしてましょうよ。ビールもっとありますよ。乾き物だってありますし。
See, these guys, they need to read up more on the like law and stuff. Cause they could have walked out of here. They could have 100% walked out of here. They weren't being detained. They weren't under arrest. They could have just walked out and be like, all right, if I'm not under arrest, I'm heading home. Then what's he gonna do? All right. Barley with foam is beer. Okay. Delicious is pretty cool. He's purposefully fed them alcoholic drinks so they can't lawfully drive. These are brilliant methods. Oh no, drama between my favorite characters. I can't stand this tension. See Delicious scream, awakens something in me and I don't know what to think. Don't think, just feel. What is I'm with Ephraim, man. Don't think, just stop. What is going on here? Man, but see, the thing is though, that's why I said in the beginning, never accept drinks from people you don't trust. Because if they didn't take the drinks, then they easily could have walked out, got on their bikes, and drove out of here. Right now they can't, because if they get on and drive away, then they're gonna be arrested. So they're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. All because they trusted this man. Man.
テレビ見ます？ろくなのやってませんけどね。
いいよ、俺だ
たちもう行くから。こんなとこにいつまでもいたくねえよ。
Just get out of there. Suddenly there were 5 or 6 huge officers surrounding them. Their clearly overpowering stares nailed them to the sofa.
なんだよ。俺たちが何かしたかよ。
Students, wait, going on a trip by stealing motorcycles, huh? Students these days have got too much time on their hands. Alright, that was interesting. Alright. Looks like that is the end of our delinquent lore we got there. That was interesting. Although, I mean, honestly, I feel like this title's a bit misleading. Because, yeah, we did get to see the delinquents have that conversation with Delicious, but I feel like it focused mainly on Detective Delicious. We were even watching everything through his perspective. And, like, we got to hear his thoughts and stuff. But anyways, that is going to be it for the Higurashi live stream for today. I like to keep it to about like 1 chapter per stream, but we do have a meme segment because today we're getting double the memes since we missed it last time. So I'm gonna grab and pull up some memes that were just posted. If you are in the Cloud Crowd Discord, feel free to join and post any Higurashi memes you have, and I'll showcase them here on the stream. Or I guess stream-related memes. They don't necessarily have to be Higurashi. And if you aren't in the Discord, I believe there's a link to it in the description if you'd like to join. But, okay. Wait, are we on the right? Okay, we are on the right page. Well, wait! Gotta remember to save. I almost forgot. Alright. Aw, heck yeah. Delicious always steals the show. You're not wrong. He did, well, he did this time at least. I can't believe it took me the whole thing before realizing Delicious. Yeah, it's kind of like a meme that started. I don't even know where the meme came from. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are other people in the Higurashi community that have probably come up with this before it started in my community. But I remember a long time ago. I think it was during one of the Higurashi streams where someone, no, it wasn't. It was while I was watching through Go. Someone called him Detective Delicious because like Oishi, or I think his name is Oishi. No. Yeah, I think his name is Oishi, which is his name, and then there's Oishi, which is Delicious. So we call him Detective Delicious around these parts. It's been a meme for a long while. Yeah. It makes sense. Might as well be over a decade old because it's the direct translation. Well, it's not exactly, because it's very close though. It's very close because Detective Delicious's name, I think it has 2 O's, and then the word delicious in Japanese I think has 2 I's. Which is why I feel incompetent. It's okay. We won't judge. Alright, let me start grabbing these memes over here. Oh my god, I love this first one. The first one you posted, Neko, was so good. Alright. Whoa. Oh, wait, there's more. What the heck? Alright. What do you mean tangent stream? We really got to the meat of the story today. I agree. Okay. So here we are. We got the memes rounded up. Alright. Boom. Oh, wow. Wait, that actually makes sense. So Detective Delicious's name, the direct translation is Big Rock because of the kanji for Oki and then the kanji for rock or stone. I get it. I wonder if together they like make another word. Like is Big Rock Mountain or I'm not sure. Next chapter is a very good one. Let's go, dude. I can't wait. Alright, so we have this first one, which is perfect. Progressing through the story at a normal pace? No, thank you. Talking about Angel Mort's ceiling for 10 minutes? Now we're talking. Dude, this is so perfect. Oh man, this summarizes the stream perfectly. Alright, next. The best cakes ranked. You can't rank them because they are all delicious. Woolly's mud cake. Oh, this is the mud cake? This actually looks so good. Holy crap. So it looks like you got the chocolate cake at the bottom and then the chocolate frosting on top, and it's a thick layer. Now, earlier I said that I don't really like the frosting too much, but I also mentioned chocolate covers a world of hurt, dude. As long as it's chocolate, then I wouldn't even mind. Even though this layer does look super thick, I don't think I'd mind it just because it's chocolate, and everyone likes chocolate. Alright, next. You versus the guy she told you not to worry about. Chocolate mud cake. Chocolate mud cake. Oh, wait. You versus the guy she told you not to worry about. So which one is... Are one of these Woolies? Is that what the brand is? Man, why the heck are there memes about this one specific kind of cake? What the heck? Did you make these yourself? Or were these online already? Mountain is Yama. Okay. Yes, Woolly's mud cake. Oh yeah, that's great. I love that 0% of people here will understand the Woolly's mud cake meme, because I think I'm the only Australian here. It's nice and light cloudy. It looks amazing. I'm not gonna lie. You didn't lie. I mean, of course I need to try it to find out myself, but it looks great. The number 2 has a wholly different meaning here. Oh my god. Alright, why'd you... what? I feel like I just got debated right there. The cake itself is nice and fluffy and the chocolate layer isn't as thick as it looks. I mean, I'd 100% be down to dive into it. Although it'd be a hot take, I reckon. I remember you yourself named Oishi Delicious from Go. Yeah, it happened so long ago. I don't remember the exact conception of Detective Delicious, at least in my community. Cole's is the left, Woolly's is the right. Okay. I have no idea what the difference is. So, I don't get the meme. It's an Australian icon. I did not make them. It's just that big of a meme? Really? What the heck? Yoke, why do you feel like a mood all the time? 2009 versus 2019, 10-year challenge. What? I don't get it. I don't get what this means. It's the same cake. What is going on here? 10-year challenge? Oh wait, is the 10-year challenge the trend where people would take like a baby photo and then they'd recreate the baby photo when they're older? Is that what's going on here? Man, I can't believe there's so many memes for this one cake. It must be good, because there's no way they're doing this for a bad cake. They literally haven't changed the cake in a decade because it's perfect. Really? Man. Oh, here we go again. $240 cake? No thank you. A $4 Woolies mud cake. Eat a whole Woolies mud cake to be my friend. And it's only $4? What in the world? That looks like a steal. Alright. The moment they released it became that popular. Dang, dude. Then we then we have this one. The guy in the VR headset. Oh man, this scene, when I saw this scene, that punch looked like it hurt. It's like her fist is just sinking into Satoko's face. Man. This is like when she first started fighting back, right? All I know is it was a immediate 180. So we have Satoko and Rika fighting in the air. They fly now? Yep, apparently. This is crazy. All of this happened out of nowhere too. All of these powers, Satoko like manifesting Aiwa's outfit, like all of this just happened out of nowhere. Where did she get this green energy? I don't get it. I don't get it. Then lastly, Featherine. Anime, Featherine Augustus Aurora, Featherine versus Goku. Featherine versus Hajun? I don't know who that is. Featherine powers, Featherine anime name. I don't get this meme. I mean, I think I probably would understand better if I knew who these people were. My guess is maybe one of them are Ryukishi, but I can't like put a face to his name. I don't think I've ever seen him before. Let's see. Who mentioned cake? Wait, what? What was your Nexus event? Someone mentioned cake in chat? Who mentioned cake? Green? Oh my god. Greenery because Satoko is eco-friendly? I think she's finally found out the secret. She's found out the truth. The true difference between cauliflower and broccoli. And that allowed for her to manifest that green energy. I posted a few more memes. Featherine is a character very similar to Aiwa. The author of Higurashi. Wait, which is which? Are they the same person? Oh, are they? Oh, I think I get it. I think they are the same person. Okay. But yeah, this fight did straight up look like something out of Dragon Ball Z. This was crazy. Featherine is an Umineko character who looks like maybe is Aiwa. That is Ryukishi. Yeah, I remember in Go when we first met Aiwa, before Satoko named her Aiwa, everyone was saying like, oh, it's Featherine, it's Featherine. And I was just thinking like, who the heck is Featherine? It's why all the Umineko peeps freaked out when we first saw her. Both are Ryukishi? Okay. Featherine is said to be one of the most powerful characters in fiction and is brought up a lot in Versus Battle. Yeah, that's actually where I know her from, because I believe Featherine, is she boundless? Is she boundless or outer? She's somewhere up there. I think she's boundless. Hold on, let me check. Let me actually check and see. Cause I know there's like this meme in the versus battle community where everyone says like Goku solos anime, Goku solos fiction, but then like Featherine is right here. So let's see. If we scroll down, where is it? Okay. So, boom. So it says she's high 1A. So I believe 1A is outer, right? It's like, I think high outer. I think Boundless is 0, isn't it? It's the same guy, yeah. He's an actual troll to the community. Yukishi and his twin brother who works at Angel Mort. When we get to the Umineko visual novel in about eight years, you'll get to see her powers. Yeah, I hear, like, we have Satoko and Rika, and at least before now, they seemed kind of powerful, but they weren't, like, how do I explain it? I guess, at least from what I've seen, Featherine, and I believe many of the Umineko characters are pretty powerful. They're like scaled pretty high, aren't they? Then in 19 years we can read Sakonia. Man, we're never gonna get there. Never gonna get there. Dude. I think even 8 years for Umineko is lowballing it. Let's actually see. What is our playtime right now? So 15.9 hours. And we only have 4 out of 15 achievements. So we got a long way to go, man. And then if we look at Onikakushi, that's... Wait, what? What in the world? So this took 32 hours to get through. This took almost 16 hours. And I feel like we're not even close to being done. Holy crap. We got such a long way to go. Think about all the ceilings we can discuss. Exactly. All the romantic ceilings. Did we really take 32 hours to get through Onikakushi? Holy crap. Yeah, apparently we did. Apparently. 32 hours. And I believe I looked it up beforehand, like on average how long it takes. And I believe if you're like playing this solo and not streaming it, it's only supposed to take about like what, 8 to 10 hours? And then it took us 32, so holy crap. This is gonna be a long journey. Oh god, 32 hours only? Yeah. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. That meme earlier did not lie. Likely, but... Oh, wait. Hey, slow and steady wins the race? Exactly. That's the mindset we need. To be fair, only about a quarter of that was visual novel reading. Most of it was us being very dumb. That's true. I feel like that's just a staple of a cloudy stream at this point. It's like, if we don't go off on... I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, if we don't go off on at least 7 tangents in a stream, there's something seriously wrong with me, and you guys need to call the police, if that ever happens. Yeah, see, Onikakushi, how long to beat? 10.5 hours. So it took us 3 times as long to get through Onikakushi. Dang, man. We got a long way to go. Alright, so let's scoop up these last few memes. Let's see. Mimu. Oh my, what is going on here? I was about to say this has nothing to do with the live stream, but then I remembered it kinda does. Alright. Okay, these are good. All right. Here we go. So we have this first one. Meat slap that meat. We're we're just gonna continue on to the next one. I think we've seen enough of this. This is where I watched my parents die, Rika. Nipa. Dude. I have no words. I just have no words. Rika's just, she's just vibing. She's just being Rika. Alright, here. What the hell? Why did you reuse footage? This episode is useless. Work harder. The overworked animator who hasn't seen their bed in 4 days and reused footage to focus on the last 3 episodes. Sorry. Dude. Hey, but it paid off, didn't it? At least it paid off. We did see... Oh, wait. You know what? We'll get to it in a second. Because... right here, we have Rika doing the ceremonial dance for like the 15th time. And then... everyone down here is just going nuts. Man, I feel like... we've seen... I think early on in Sotsu, someone mentioned that we've seen this same dance happen so many times, and I thought like it did happen a bit, but it doesn't feel like that much. And now I 100% see what they mean. Like, we've seen this dance so many times. I'm sure I could recreate it if I really wanted to. At this point, you know, give me the right traditional garb and the ceremonial hoe, and I could probably do it almost perfectly. It's about the friends we made along the way. What did we have this stream? Government land purchasing, the weird ceiling thing, detective meat, cake talk. Yeah, we had a lot. We had a lot this stream. And we had the Hunter x Hunter tangent with the beverages. The chat will call Detective Delicious on the case. Did I miss something? The objective of this stream was about cake. The real cake was the friends we made along the way. That was the meat of the cake. I hope to God Mappa is giving their animators some breathing room for Chainsaw Man. I have very high hopes for Chainsaw Man. It seems like a lot of people love the manga. You can absolutely bet they aren't, Neko. That's because you didn't see the OG anime. Oh, did they repeat it in the OG anime too? Oh dang, I didn't even think about that. They most likely did. I know it's sad. I know how to recreate the last part with the bat. Oh my god. Dude. Wait, okay, so how do you pronounce the studio name? Is it Passion or is it just Passion? Passion is also working on upcoming horror anime in October. Dude, we need a new Corpse Party anime. We need a revamped, polished Corpse Party anime. I'd watch that in a heartbeat. Andy always smiles when he does. Wait, Ryukishi gets a notification on his phone whenever someone groans and seeing the dance, and he always smiles when he does. Imagine if Passion gets known for horror anime from now on. Before now, their last famous work was Let's Not Talk About It. Really? I mean, this is the first time I've heard the studio name, so I don't think I even know what the other anime is. Yeah, Mieruko-chan, except it's a horror comedy. Can you recreate the part where the blonde girl comes on stage and yeets a drum at a random lady? Actually, something interesting. Go look at Passion's previous works. Alright. Let's see what they got. So, Passion. Oh, wow! Okay. I love how the first result was one of their anime. But, IMDb? Wait, what the heck? So they won 12. Wait, no. This is a movie. This is a movie. Or a TV series. Where's the actual studio? Okay. Here we are. Passion Company. Alright. So let's see. Here we have Haitai Nanafa. I'm scared to highlight over these. I don't know if something wild is gonna pop up. Rail Wars. Roka, Braves of the Six Flowers. Hinako Note. That one sounds somewhat familiar. Citrus. High School DxD, of course. And I hovered it. I'm such an idiot, dude. That could have been really bad. But I see. So one of their previous works was a High School DxD. Okay, makes sense. Wasteful Days of High School Girls. I feel like I've heard that one. I'm scared to hover. Oh my god! I'm done. That terrified me, dude. There's so much skin. I thought one of them was naked. I'm done hovering, dude. That terrified me. Oh wow, of course. Interspecies reviewers. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. But you know what? That explains the quality. High School DxD and interspecies reviewers, that explains the animation quality. And then they worked on Go, Sotsu, and then Mieruko-chan. And then down here, God Eater Rezo, Nantoka Gekijo. What? They worked on the What the heck? They worked on the Island of Giant Insects, dude. I remember reading the manga for that a while ago. I can't believe they animated it, dude. What the heck? That is absurd. If you haven't seen it, don't watch it. If you have seen it, I'm sorry for your loss. But I understand. I understand your pain, dude. Oh my god. No more Corpse Party. It's very different to their newer stuff. Might be a fun way to end the stream. Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know how to feel about Corpse Party. They made High School DxD Season 4. Corpse Party sucks in my opinion. Honestly, I never watched Corpse Party for the story. I just watched it for the brutal scenes. Or not watched it, but played it. Or watched someone else play it. And I'll never forget, dude. I'll never forget that one scene where there was a character that had like this strange feeling in their throat. They had this funny feeling in their throat. And it kind of, I guess they described it as like a scratchiness in their throat. And so they reach into their mouth and they grab it, and when they pull it out, they find out that there's actual like strands of hair in their throat. And so they try to pull it out, and no matter how much they pull it, it keeps coming and it keeps coming out. And I just imagining how that must feel, just it sent chills down my spine, man. That, oh man, that made my stomach turn, just imagining what that would feel like. Cause like hair in your mouth alone, just like one strand of hair in your mouth already feels so bizarre, but just like actual, I'm done. I know exactly how I feel about Corpse Party. Blood Covered is nice. The manga is pretty good. Everything following that took a massive downhill spiral. The game is good. Corpse Party works best in its original media, and it should stay that way. The first game, I think it's nice, but then it became just Guro fetishes, I bet. yeah, I'm not surprised they went down that route. But Blood Drive and Book of Shadows suck. I don't think the Corpse Party game is even good. Bland as hell characters, unoriginal plot. The game was just okay. I mean, yeah, the characters aren't really fleshed out. Citrus was a very Yuri show. Really? Rail Wars was a show about trains that was actually just an ecchi show? What the heck? I mean, it makes sense. I don't know why, but when I saw Rail Wars, I thought Rail Gun. But I guess it has to do with literal, like, train rails. Domestic Girlfriend is garbage, but I like it. Hey, man. Sometimes you watch an anime, you realize it's trashy, but it's the good kind of trashy. Citrus is trash, and that makes me a dumpster diver. Like I said, they went from ecchi, borderline hentai stuff to horror. I saw All Deaths. Yeah, it became Gudo. They are trying to be a veteran in versatility. Shock value is literally all Corpse Party has going for it. That's true. That's true. But it makes for good reaction content. Like, how do I explain it? Like, before I did YouTube is when I watched it, and seeing someone else react to those crazy, shocking scenes was pretty entertaining. But honestly, I don't even remember much about the story. All I know is there was this, like, white, like, piece of paper doll, and all of them, like, took a part of the doll and ripped it apart, and I guess that is what caused all of the bad stuff to start happening. Can you react and post Mieruko-chan when it starts airing in October? It's coming in October? Let me actually see. Because the weird thing is, so right now, the anime that I have kind of bouncing around in my head right now for next season is Demon Slayer, Komi-san, and Mushoku Tensei. But all of the other anime that they have listed here, I've never even heard of. What's it called? Mieruko? Oh! This is it. Mieruko-chan. 8 days, 16 hours. Oh, dang. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. If I did, I don't think I'd be able to post it, like, same day that it airs. Because it comes up the same day as Mushoku Tensei. But, I mean, it does seem interesting. Like, I'm down. I'm always down for a good horror anime. Let's see. Naomi with the hair. Yeah, Naomi with the hair coming out of her throat was disgustingly described. Yeah, exactly. It was some straight nightmare fuel. Yeah, Book of Shadows. I think that was it. That is how I felt with something that will happen in chapter 4 of Higurashi. Oh no. It's mentioned in the original, but Book of Shadows went deeper on that scene. I came back after 1 hour of chores, and what kind of tangent are we in now? I don't even know, man. The stream's about to wind down. We checked out some of the old anime that Passion worked on, so that was a mistake. But let's see. Now that I think about it, oh, Maidens of the Savage Seasons is also my guilty pleasure. My current guilty pleasure is Hokkaido Gals. Mieruko-chan is some nice spooky fun. The manga is nice. In true horror of Mieruko-chan, a perfect man is absent from it. Wait, have all of you guys seen Mieruko-chan? Am I the only one that haven't seen it? Or hasn't seen it? At least the manga? I didn't know it was that big. It is kind of up here, though. In this list I'm looking at, it is number 7 for next season. But yeah, for all of these other anime, I have no idea. Oh, except for Lupin the Third, Part 6! I definitely want to check that out, but I'm probably going to do that, like, on my own time. Dang, a couple of cool movies coming out, too. Oh wait, you guys can't even see what I'm looking at. Wait! Is the artist behind this movie who I think it is? That looks a lot like what's her name? Is it Kushinov Ilya? Is that her name? Ilya Kushinov? This looks a lot like her art style. Did she work on that? Kushinov Ilya. That'd be sick if it was. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is the anime you guys are talking about, right? Mieruko-chan? I haven't read it, but I'll watch the anime. Nope, I haven't. I just know our perfect man isn't in it. I mean, you never know. I have no idea what. Okay, so I'm not the only one. Has anyone seen Detective is Already Dead? Have you, do you know the Japanese name for it? I'm excited for Twitter to continue getting angry at Mushoku Season 2. Wait, were they angry at Season 1? I've been meaning to binge that with some friends. All I know is the main girl looks like Origami from Data Live. Yes, that's the one. Sword Art Online Progressive comes out to North American theaters on the 27th. Dang, man. It's been so long since I've watched Sword Art. I feel like it's gotten a lot better though. Like I liked season 1 of Sword Art Online. Gun Gale, I watched like I had to have watched like a good 6 episodes into it and I thought it was okay, but it didn't really hook me. They also raged at Rudy's dad. I can understand why. He's man, he's such a bonehead, dude. Now, granted, I don't know. Is this really the time to get into it? I don't know, man. All I'm gonna say is Rudy's dad is an absolute buffoon. I thought he was such a cool dude at first, but then you get to that one scene and I face palmed so hard when I saw it. Like seriously, dude. But I must say the kind of dynamic that the maid and the mom have now that all of that is said and done, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I like how they're both like, well, I guess I don't really want to spoil, but I really like the dynamic that they have. They seem almost like sisters at this point. Oh wait, okay, now that's weird. Wait, now you know what? It's getting it's getting into the later hours of the stream. So, I think it's about time we wrap this up soon. So, before we end this, thank you all so much for checking out the live stream. I appreciate the heck out of every single one of you guys. Whether you joined in the end of the stream, in the middle, or you've been watching from the beginning, I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. And with that, I'm going to end it here. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And I will catch you guys next Friday for part 6 of our Higurashi playthrough, which I'm hearing is going to be a pretty spicy one. So, take care guys, and I will see you all in the next one.